Busy day in the NFL. The Bears Board of Directors voted yesterday to advance the stadium development in Hammond, Indiana. The exact site, though, is still to be determined, and this is the first time the board has voted on any stadium site. But this does not guarantee the Bears will be leaving Illinois. Broncos outside linebacker Jonathan Cooper has been arrested on domestic violence charges. Denver has said they are aware of the situation and are gathering more information at this time. And Bucs quarterback Baker Mayfield told reporters today that a new deal is not anywhere close and that he won't negotiate once training camp begins. And for Mayfield, he is entering the final year of his current deal. Game 2 of the NBA Finals tonight. Spurs host the Knicks. Tip-off in San Antonio is at 8:30. The Knicks, though, do lead that series 1-0. And in baseball, Bisons are in Worcester. Game time at 6:05. You can listen to that one over on our sister station, The Bet 1520. While in the majors, Yankees host the Red Sox at 7:05. Blue Jays have the Orioles in town at 7:07. And the Mets, they are at San Diego at 9:40. It's your Paddock Chevrolet Sports Update. Paddock Chevrolet with you for the extra mile since 1935. I'm Zach Jones for Western New York's Voice of the Fan, WGR.
My dad's not here right now. He's still at work. So I'm going to blast him.
Mike Schopp and the Bulldog.
I'm going to see if there's a clean version so that my parents and the people at my school will not get mad at me. We've got the spritzer filled with water just in case if stuff gets too fire. I'm going to set up the speaker and I'm going to listen to
Mike Schopp and the Bulldog.
I think this is the best
Mike Schopp
feature that I've heard in a long time. I think his flow is really good in it, and I like his aggressiveness on it, and
the Bulldog.
Put not enough effort in it. I think overall his flow was good, but I don't like that mumble rapping. That was my review of
Mike Schopp and the Bulldog.
Didn't need a spritzer. Wasn't fire enough. No spritzer for you. No spritzer.
Well, this could end up being a very special day.
Oh, wow.
Which I suppose you could always say that about.
But I really, rolling in here today, did not really have an inkling that could be possible.
You even thought to yourself, perhaps, I don't think anything special is going to happen today. I just do not see this as a day where anything special
is going to
be
will happen. Spectacularly ordinary.
Nothing is
might
happening
have been a thought
today.
I had as I was pulling in.
Well, you might have lucked out.
I'd love to hear it.
Because this trophy that our viewers can see, hopefully, if they have eyes. Why watch if you is still here. Because Jeremy left it by mistake.
This took a turn.
He was supposed to take it with him this morning. I mean, I didn't leave it on the chair. I've left it in this position before and forgot, and it's here the next day, which is, lucky.
Yeah.
Because look at it.
I mean something that valuable.
Who would be tempted?
You're fortunate the cleaning crew doesn't see fit to make off with it. Yeah.
I do actually think that. So he is going to come back today after he's done playing golf.
I see.
And grab it.
Okay. Well,
the draft is tomorrow.
All right. Yeah.
Does this disappoint you?
No.
That he's coming in?
No, it's just I was excited, and then I wasn't excited. But then we get to see our friend Jeremy, and that I guess I don't want to be mad about that.
Well, I don't know that he'll be here before we leave.
Well, that's right too.
But,
then this.
There is his name.
Yeah, no, I'm back to this is a spectacularly ordinary day.
This is not an important thing.
No, this is not going to do
Well, let me try again.
All right.
I wouldn't describe this as special, but I think it could be fun. And I've thought about this a couple different times and then forgotten, and today I'm glad that I thought of it again. You know what we should do? And Friday's a good day to do it because Sam is coming on.
Yeah, okay, good. Sorry, I just realized something.
What?
I look like a delivery guy. I got this purple hat in the mail yesterday.
Yeah, you're matchy.
And I got a purple shirt, and I'm seeing on the video now, and I feel like I can't. I look like I work somewhere. I like the hat. The hat's new. I don't even know what the hat is really, but it was a design that I saw online. I'm like, yeah, I'll buy that hat. I like that hat. The purple shirt. I look like I should be driving a truck.
A certain truck.
Right. Yes, like a purple truck.
Yeah, I can't help you. I don't know what to say.
Sorry, yeah, I did.
that.
It just really distracted me. I went to the thing, wanted to see the video to
look
see
at it.
where the trophy is, and like now I'm seeing, and I feel like I'm. Can I get a signature? Like that's what I feel like I look like. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. You were saying what could be fun? Something could be fun because right now, so far, fantasy football trophy that I don't care at all about. And Jeremy, maybe no, probably not. Okay, and now I look like an idiot. That's my. It's 3:06. That's my day
Not
so
even
far.
by my
right. Well,
clock.
I rounded up.
You're in a big hurry.
What could be fun? What?
I think we should. Why not today? I mean, it's as good a day as any. I think we should build 8-team division winner parlays today.
Oh, okay.
See, I like that sound.
Yeah.
That sounded like that was genuine.
Let me. You know what? I like that so much. I'm closing up the video feed, so I'm not going to be distracted by the fact that I look like I should be driving a delivery truck.
Like Grimace.
Right.
Well, Grimace doesn't wear a purple hat.
No, but
in fairness to Grimace,
there's a lot of purple.
In fairness to Grimace,
and I'm a big guy. I mean, I don't think I'm shaped entirely that similar to Grimace, but
nope,
like it's
that's right. That's
it's
fair.
Closer than I'd like, and the clothes could get you there.
In fairness to Grimace, and in fairness to you.
Yeah. Hey, look,
you both deserve a little bit of a break.
I'm not body shaming Grimace. I'm just saying, they're a big thing.
You know, does Grimace even still exist?
Sure.
Where? Yeah. If you go to a place, he's there? Like there's a Grimace? Where is Grimace in the world? Where's Mayor McCheese?
The
Hamburglar.
I have to admit that
people.
It's been many years. I mean, they've got these ads with the guy from Succession doing the narration, and there's no Grimace or Hamburglar in those. He's those ads. There's no cartoon characters in those ads.
Yeah, what happened to those? Are they retired?
I don't know.
Ronald McDonald at least has the house, but I don't ever see Mayor McCheese anywhere or Grimace.
I want to. Someone that I follow on Twitter that I find pretty interesting that he made a bunch of money on Wall Street and he goes all over the world and walks cities and writes like a diary about his adventures. To me, a very interesting follow on Twitter. I often will get lost reading this guy's work. And he's written extensively about the value of McDonald's across the world. And how consistent they are and how reliable they are. And in small towns, how much of a gathering spot they are for older people and and he was just there was a McDonald's convention somewhere in Europe that he was at. He was invited to come speak because he's written scholarly tomes about McDonald's, which I know sounds insane. And I got to think Grimace was there. But I didn't see pictures. I got to go back into his feed and find out. So
at those,
corporate
frequent they are,
events,
those events, you might see the characters.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
I don't know.
But
they feel very much phased out.
Yeah, they're not out there circulating in general society. I don't think. No, I don't see them.
Everybody is always trying to change their brand, trying to update it.
Yeah.
Taco Bell. Their recent,
they're
purple, aren't they?
There's some purple in there.
Their recent campaign is it's actually upscale.
Well, now I feel like I'm working at a drive-through.
You can get this burrito and this soda for $7. They call it Lux, and it's sort of upscale.
Can't
you just be Taco Bell? Did anybody need Taco Bell to sort of go niche? Doesn't it work all right the way it is? No? You're trying to put on airs now? Let's do the parlay.
Okay. I think the Taco Bell ads are working.
Are they? I don't know. Somebody thinks so.
Well, they're working on me. I have not ordered it in 20 years, but the ads make me consider it. Almost every time I see the ad and I think, maybe
that's how we're different.
Maybe next time. It happens a lot. So I don't know. I think that might be effective, at least on 60-year-old.
Do you really have to pretend that it's highbrow? Though, let's do the parlay.
Okay.
All right, so Sam knows we're doing this. Although I told Sam we would be doing this 10 minutes ago. And go back and listen to these last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten there yet. So you know how this, we want to have a little bit of fun here. We want to live a little bit with these picks. Not all favorites.
Mm-hmm.
What is your first thought? Who's the biggest? I'm on DraftKings. And maybe you're on
I'm on
FanDuel.
FanDuel,
so we can compare prices.
Yep.
Who is the favorite of the 8 NFL divisions with like the best odds? I mean, like the best payout.
The best payout. Okay.
I guess I want to say, to make it maybe make sense, the biggest underdog of the 8 favorites.
Yep. Well, going through the AFC, that answer is the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, hold on. Yeah, Kansas City Chiefs. They are plus 180 on FanDuel to win the AFC West.
Okay. I have plus 160.
And Houston is better than that. Baltimore's better than that. And Buffalo's better than that. I haven't gone to the NFC yet. Eagles are under that. Detroit is under that.
Okay, on mine it's Detroit.
Okay.
Plus 180 is Detroit.
Wow, they're 145 on here.
Well, we don't want to parlay the Chiefs and Lions.
Can we cross streams?
We don't want to. We don't want to put them together then.
Yeah, right. Here's Tampa on FanDuel plus 190. That's the highest now so far over here.
I have 160. I hate that bet. I am
Tampa?
so not betting Tampa.
Yeah.
It's because of Cooper, I think. Who's this, by the way, this Broncos guy that got arrested? Jonathan Cooper. I suppose that's someone different.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. About the Buccaneers has nothing to do with the Lightning. I just do not believe in that at all, Tampa Bay. I'm ready for them to sort of fall off. And then new coaching staff and kind of a reset. And we actually coincidentally have this Mayfield story today where like they're not close on a deal, and if I'm the Bucs, I'm not worried about it. Just okay. Oh, you're moving out? Okay, fine. I mean, I don't think he's that. I don't think you need to pay crazy to need to keep Baker Mayfield. You feel differently.
I think
let him walk.
Oh boy, that's really easy to say. Yeah, he's not on the top tier, but I feel like he's on the right on the edge of the top tier. No,
he's not top 10.
He's not
right.
He's not top. Is he? He's not even Justin Herbert.
He's definitely not Justin Herbert.
So, and I don't think Herbert's on the top tier. So, yeah, I don't know. You might have a point. It's one of these. It's an Andy Dalton thing. Like he's this level of good, and if we divest ourselves of this and we get back in the line, we might be waiting as long as the Jets have been waiting.
Does that ever work out?
That could be bad. So
when you pay those guys,
pay the average guy.
Does that ever work out? When you
no,
settle
they never win the Super Bowl. That guy, although I don't know, what is Sam Darnold? What has Sam Darnold been? I mean, he had a good year in Minnesota, a great year in Minnesota that ended badly. Seattle grabbed him and they won the Super Bowl. So I don't know. Like, is Darnold on the tier because he's won now? Like, I feel like he would have been on a tier with Mayfield in my head before he won.
I can't say different.
But now he's won.
I can't say different. I wouldn't say it's because he won. I would say a year ago I would have probably agreed with that. And Darnold had a great season on a team that nobody really was talking up.
Yep.
And Mayfield had a pretty bad season on a team that was favored to win. So it changed.
Yeah.
The fact that Darnold won is a byproduct of that, not like more of the effect than the cause.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sam Darnold has won the war at this point.
Yeah. Sure.
He was not just a side piece to that team. Like you can't almost be that as a quarterback, but he did great.
He did do great. He did more than just steady Eddie with a great defense. Like he was. They needed plays, especially in the playoffs, and he made plays. Like he walked through the fire. Everyone thought he was going to melt again, and he did the opposite. He elevated. So, but I think when he signs there, I feel like that's an example of it. It's close enough They're like a guy that's not great. We signed him to like a meh. And I don't know if Mayfield is thinking he goes to the top of the charts or something on a new contract, and that's what the problem is, because that's delusional. But, if the top tier is $50 million for the hotshot guys, then he's 40 or 45 even. I don't know. I like him, I guess, more than you in the end.
I think they're in trouble. Because even if he's pretty good, when does that ever work? And they're going to say, well, what's plan B? I have no idea.
Right.
I don't have that for them.
Kyle Trask their backup still? I don't even know what's going on.
I don't have a plan B for them. But I just feel like that much we know. Even in a division where nobody's ever good, what have they really accomplished?
They beat
Darnold.
They beat Philly in the wild card that one time.
Yeah. Darnold's in the hardest division.
Yes,
and
he is.
Won a championship from it.
Yep.
Mayfield's in the easiest, and he had a losing record.
Right.
Well, we're not getting very far.
And the winner of the division ended up with a losing record, did they not?
Yes, Carolina was 8-9.
8-9, yeah. No, we're not. Yeah.
We're not getting very far.
Well, we're gonna have
Who do you like?
We're gonna have trouble syncing up these parlays because the odds are different.
Okay.
But whatever, we can make it work.
Who's one team that you like? What's San Francisco at plus 300 or at plus 305 to be exact on mine? Do they interest you?
Yeah.
We got to make some money.
Yeah.
We got to lose this thing somehow, right? We got to take a couple of chances that will kill us.
Right.
Or else then we're not really doing our thing. All right, let me go. I'm going to try San Francisco. New Orleans at the second choice in that division at plus 265. I'll try that on. NFC North, you can do almost this. NFC alone is good. Really, all four of these are really good. Like maybe AFC is the same thing. I'm not really there yet, but NFC, so many possibilities.
Yeah.
I'll go Bears with Aaron Schatz though on their defense. Well, I remember I just realized I don't care about defense. So Chicago, New Orleans, San Francisco. I don't have a favorite yet. Dallas? All right, so listen. 10 American dollars. Bulldog's over there. He's turned off the video stream. He's digging in. He's grinding.
Yeah, I am.
$10 on this parlay. 4 teams. Dallas, Chicago, New Orleans, San Francisco. $10 pays $2,000. I might be all set.
That's not so bad.
I'm not sure I need the AFC.
That's not so bad at all.
Right?
Yeah. Well,
that is no favorites. We did just have this in the AFC, although Houston might have been favored. But last year at this time, Buffalo, Baltimore, Kansas City, none of them won their divisions. And Houston did. No, Jacksonville did. Never mind. All 4 were, I assume Jacksonville would not have been the favorite. It might have been close.
Might have been, but I would think Houston would have been the favorite.
Me too. And Indianapolis by midseason was kind of a runaway favorite, and
right.
they just fell apart. This is living.
Is Washington going to be any good?
I don't know.
I don't know what to make of them. Plus 450 on FanDuel.
Double Dallas. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a big gap. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Eagles. I'm going to take the Eagles and the Bucks.
That's boring.
Yeah. I want to win. And I don't share your the Mayfield contract thing bears watching, but I'm not sure. I think I like Tampa the best of all the teams in that division. I'm not ready to buy on the Saints.
I am actually going to change that pick to Atlanta.
Thought about that, but I've done that in the past. Atlanta just it's not panned out. I mean, Penix isn't even ready to start the year. Tua's there. Lefty, which is interesting. Like that doesn't happen all the time.
No, what was it that Kevin Stefanski has coached all the lefty quarterbacks in the league?
Okay.
Dylan Gabriel, something like that.
Okay, yeah. Anyway,
with
this I've got. What do I got? Packers, Bucks, Niners, Eagles is almost 20-1.
All right, I changed 2 of mine. to Atlanta and Green Bay.
I can get a boost here too, 20% boost.
And this is 23-1.
That's what this comes out to with a boost on it, which is cheating. 23-1.
Might as well do it.
Yeah, but I'm going to go through and put the AFC in too.
Dallas, Green Bay.
I'm not going to stop here.
This isn't good enough for you.
No, I want to.
23-1 on 4 picks.
I stupidly, for a 4th year in a row, want to be seduced by the giant number that pops up in the bottom of the screen when I get all 8 of these in there. I want to say, wow, that's $26,000. Look at that. And it'd sit there until Halloween, and all right, well, that's not going to work.
With 9 weeks left in the season.
Right.
It's over. It's dead.
Yeah.
Who was it last year?
I'm
Minnesota?
sorry. This is fun to me.
It is fun. Plus, I haven't actually invested any money yet.
Right. I haven't done anything yet.
It's just not even $1 in a dream. It's just a dream.
Right. Oh boy, I would love to have. Are you prepared to shift over to the AFC, or do you?
No, yeah, I was going to make this bet, but I don't need to right now.
Well, I mean, yeah, you save it and start over.
Can you do that?
They encourage you to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm a Jacksonville guy this year. Now we're into some teams. The Bills and the Ravens are minus money. This one, I think I would only want to put it with the NFC and pick a couple of favorites, like the Bills and the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe I would go L.A. I think I'm L.A. I'm doing that. Buffalo, Baltimore,
Chargers,
Jacksonville, L.A.
I also clicked the Chargers.
Okay. These 8 teams together?
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry. I just realized I had the Chargers in the original thing. My initial odds for the NFC were inexact because I had an extra pick in there.
I have placed this bet. I can now find it under my bets.
Wow.
Buffalo, Baltimore. I know, I'm such a honk. LA Chargers, Jacksonville. I really do like those teams. Like, this is an honest group here. Dallas. When does that ever happen? Green Bay. Green Bay's good.
Mm-hmm.
San Francisco. San Francisco's good. Atlanta. $10 pays $79,000. Should I start spending it? This is the best, right? This is fun.
How many teams
made
is it
this
again?
bet. 8.
It's all 8. Okay.
If I want to cash out, I can do it for the same $10. I can bail.
Yeah.
But I'm not inclined to do that.
Yeah.
10 to win 79,000.
79,000? Wow.
I can show you. Buffalo, Baltimore, Jacksonville. Get in here. Sam's going to come on in 10 minutes and talk about how whatever he says on our show moves the line. So get in quickly here, folks. Buffalo, Baltimore, L.A., Jacksonville, Dallas, Green Bay, San Francisco, Atlanta. Atlanta's the biggest dog of the 8. Right. San Francisco is the second biggest. Yeah. There's nothing insane here. There's no Jets. Right? I mean, there's nothing insane. I think I like this. If it paid a lot less, I would still maybe do it. I think Atlanta is interesting with Stefanski and Tua. They have talent.
I don't know how you are getting – mine is not that far off of yours. I've got 8 teams picked, including the Patriots instead of the Bills, at the Bengals instead of the Ravens, and the Jaguars, like you said, the Chargers, like you said, and then the Eagles, the Packers.
Like I said.
I switched to Atlanta.
Like I said.
And San Francisco.
The only one different is Philadelphia.
I've got 10 to win $5,800. Are you sure you're not 7,900 and not 79,000?
$79,141.32. New England, Cincinnati, and Philadelphia are the 3 differences, and 2 of those are longer odds, and one is
This does just not make any sense. $10 bet.
I'm gonna take a screenshot of it, so
that's incredible.
I can take it to court.
Yeah, I can't. Other years when I've done this, the 8, it's always in. It's like I said, $25,000. Like that's usually what it is. And I don't know. Oh, is it? No, I don't know. This is very strange to me that these numbers are so low.
$10. I'm staring at the $10 because I want to make sure I didn't bet like 100.
Right. Yeah, that's why I'm asking to make sure because I can't believe the disparity in the odds from one book to the other.
Crazy.
On this parlay.
Philadelphia versus Dallas, maybe. But Dallas is still only like plus 235. We'll see if Sam knows. He knows. He's smart about these things. Sam Panayotovich, Matt Verderam as well today. Mike Schopp and the Bulldog here. Beautiful, sunny Friday. Thanks for listening. This is WGR.
For more comfort.
Now's the perfect time to make yourself comfortable with a new electric heating and cooling system from Belknap.
In Western New York, summer and winter bring extreme temperature conditions. Make yourself comfortable with Mitsubishi electric heat pumps, designed to keep your home cool in the summer and warm in the winter, no matter how hot or cold it gets outside. Call Belknap today to learn more.
I'm Gary Garfel, president of Belknap. We work on your schedule. We don't charge more for weekends and evenings. That's why we say,
give Belknap a ring.
We've been living in sin so long, all the feels are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day, I'm right. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time. Let's go. All sing your high line with the roller coaster of life. Yeah. It's time to all choose your timeline on the roller coaster. easily forget how to place your bet. When everyday life gets you down, you gotta steal the crown. Got to own it. Don't bitch and moan about it, please. God forbid you scrape your knees, and it's nothing to sneeze at. Oh, I've told you over and over again. You gotta get both hands around it and make your own plans. Roller coaster, it's taking over. It's about time. Oh, oh, sing your high line on the roller coaster of life. You've got to all.
All right, let's see if this doesn't become a teaching moment for both of us. With us on the Wester Hotline is our friend Sam Paniotovich. You know him as a knowledgeable betting enthusiast. He's with Fox. He loves a tomato on a hot dog. I mean, and the celery salt or whatever else
Chicago
is going on
will
there.
do that to you. Yeah.
All right, Sam. Well, you've been listening. What can you tell us, please? Anything.
Well, the disparity is real because I ran into the same thing when Mike said we're going to do this today, we're going to build a parlay. I went to FanDuel and I'm like, that payout sucks.
Yeah.
Because I took 8 teams and wheeled them $10 to win 4,600, and then I go over to DraftKings, make the same bet, 8 teams, $10 to win 125,000.
Right. This is, you always say shop around. You will tell us what, the odds are on, you're looking at a spreadsheet with, all the book, and shop around. You frequently will mention odds at like 3, 4, 5 different places. This is the most glaring example of that I have ever heard. Sam, we make this bet. I've made this bet every year since gambling's been legal in New York State. And it's never paid. The 8-team parlay has never put on a $10 bet has never paid less than $25,000, and it's like with a profit boost, it said like $5,500. So I'm like, what is happening? I'm not making that bet. That's ridiculous.
It's insane. I mean, again, same bet, 2 different places. One book's going to pay me $4,600. Another one's going to pay me $125,000. It's not even a conversation. I mean, you know what to do. Right. Let me tell you this, though. How about this? If you go to BetMGM, they don't even let you parlay division winners.
Well, let's not go there.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like any fun.
Ever.
Let's rule that out.
Never go there, ever.
Let's just rule that right out. Does it make sense at all? Like, are there certain combinations? Bulldog was toying around with different things, and some of them they wouldn't even let him do.
Yeah, right. Sam, I initially had Philadelphia, and Mike had Dallas, and I thought, well, let me just change that and see how much that moves the meter. And when I did that, I got the some of your bets cannot be combined message, changing the Eagles for the Cowboys to win the NFC East.
Was disqualifying.
What are we doing here, FanDuel? Like, what in the world? Who's at the wheel? It's not okay.
Come on, Sam.
I don't know what to tell you. All I can tell you is I'm going to make the bet that's going to make me 125, not 4. That's all I can tell you.
Right.
And then I go over to MGM, and I'm like, I clicked Buffalo, and then I went Steelers in the AFC North because, we all know they're going to go 10-7 somehow. I don't know how, but it's going to happen. And I clicked Bills, I clicked Steelers, and it gave me basically the red zing sign, like, nope, you shall not pass.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I only have, let's see, I did, well, because I'm a glutton for punishment, I put the Bills in there, of course. Mm-hmm. I have the Bills, the Texans, and the Lions. So I have 3 favorites of the 8.
I'm struggling to sort of move on because this has to make sense in some way. I mean, these people know what they're doing, FanDuel, DraftKings. I mean, it's not a glitch. You're not saying that, I think. But is there some explanation for why? Is it that, for example, Sam, too many other people already have put Buffalo and Pittsburgh together, so there's like a liability factor that would tell us that you can't do this? Does it? I'm struggling to move away from this because I still want to make some sense of it.
I don't have any reason why a book wouldn't take an 8-leg parlay. Like,
Okay,
it doesn't
right.
make any sense.
Right.
Because, like, let's be real. It's probably going to lose.
Right.
So
right.
why won't you take? I'm trying to give you my money.
Right.
You don't want to take my 8-leg parlay where I have to correctly predict the winner of every single division in the NFL. I don't want to say it's impossible, but it's a bet. Like, it's a bet you should take as a sportsbook guy. Like, if you're a trader in any of these rooms, you take that bet. It's basically free cheese for the house.
Yeah.
I really can't believe the disparity, though, between the DraftKings and the FanDuel. I mean, we're talking 6 figures on the same bet.
Right.
Yeah, we're adding a 0 over here on my side of the room.
I've never. When we first started, I don't know if you were listening, Sam. I'm like, he's like 70. I'm like, you're sure it's not 7,900? Because like I'm at 54, and like the odds don't all match, and like maybe that's 79,000. Yeah,
I showed you both.
Yep.
You both have seen the shot, the
Yep.
screenshot.
Yeah.
Sam, are there, if I may turn the wheel a little bit, are there division bets that you like here? So it seems like you can do, as we're sort of fooling around with these, almost anything you want. What is interesting about my potential payout is there's nobody stupid on there. Like,
Right.
I think there's a makeable argument.
You don't have the
for,
Dolphins on there or anything.
Right. So I don't think there's anything insane here. I mean, you're going to like a good price too. Are there a couple of teams that you especially do like for this bet?
So full disclosure, I haven't made any division bets yet, but it's getting to be that time. I mean, we're already into June, and we're going to be talking, serious football as we get closer to July and August. So you might as well start getting warmed up. I think all things considered, my favorite bet would be Seattle at 2-1-ish, like 205 or 210. You're just paying such a premium on the Rams. I mean, it's just like, and everybody knows that, Myles Garrett's a Ram, and now maybe Aaron Donald comes back, but you have a quarterback who's been hurt a ton in the last couple of years. So I'm not saying the Rams are going to miss the playoffs. I'm not saying the Rams are going to win 7 games, but I don't think there's a full dollar gap between the Rams at even money and the Seahawks at 2-1. I mean, their team really didn't lose a whole lot. So I do think, given the strength of their roster, I love their coach. I'm a big Mike McDonald fan. This guy's won everywhere he's been. And the defense has a lot to like. So at 2-1, I think that's probably my favorite one, I guess.
Yeah.
The North, Mike said something earlier about the North. I think the NFC North, like I could realistically make a case for all 4 of those teams.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Detroit has the best roster. Green Bay probably has the best defense. The Bears could have the best coach and quarterback combo. And if Kevin O'Connell could figure out Kyler Murray, they got an unbelievable talented roster. They got a bunch of weapons. They just didn't have a quarterback last year.
Yeah.
That division, you could sell me on any of those teams in the NFC North.
I liked Minnesota last year. We were doing this last year, but McCarthy was just that bad. So didn't get off the ground. With Sam Panayotovich.
Hey Sam, earlier in the week, I don't remember if we knew, but did you take note? Did the number on the Rams move after the Garrett trade, or did it stay pretty flat?
They went to the Super Bowl favorite basically everywhere.
Okay.
The win total, I don't think the win total moved. It's hard to move it a full win on one player. You know what I'm saying? And then they're good to begin with. But if you look at like any sports book, like the Rams are right on top. So it sort of cemented them as the unquestioned favorite. Last year this time, I want to say it was like Baltimore, Buffalo were both 8-1-ish, and then the Chiefs were 9 or 10. Now you have a decided drop-off from that first line where the Rams are, 5-50, 6-1, and then everybody else is double digits.
Sam, how did Lindy Ruff lose?
Because Buffalonians can't have nice things. That's why. I like, what else? What else do you even say? The math on that, we made such a good bet, and I don't care that it lost. We made a good bet because we bet him at 7-1, and he got all the way out to minus 3,000. Which implies a 97% chance that it's going to happen. That's one of the, not from a number standpoint, money-wise, because we lose $50. You guys lost 50, I lost a couple hundred. But that's one of the worst beats in terms of, making the right bet. getting a hell of a number. They were a tremendous story. They won a freaking playoff series.
Right.
And he still doesn't win Coach of the Year? How?
Does this really is about you as a person or any of us who gamble. Does it make you suspicious at all? Like, there's a reason why New York doesn't let us bet these things, because they're not actual competition. Not that can't be rigged either,
Right.
necessarily, but,
Right.
There's a vote here that was in the hopper for weeks, and you could have counted it. Somebody in charge of it could have known a month ago who had won the vote. Does it get you that far down the road?
No, I don't. I try not to think about stuff like that because I'll go insane if I get down that rabbit hole.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. Well, it just seems like most times we talked about it, I would mention, because I'm the goober that's watching TNT every Wednesday when they have their intermissions and their pregame show. And same with Sportsnet and TSN and ESPN, like all the major carriers in the U.S. and Canada. I'm watching that content. Not every minute of it, but I watch a good amount of it. And Sam, the conversation about Coach of the Year on those shows, if there were 5 people or 3 people, someone would mention John Cooper and how outrageous it is that he's never won. Everyone would nod, and they'd move on to the next award. Like no one ever raised their hand and said, like, hey guys, we're doing the Sabres game tonight, and they were buck naked last in the entire conference, in December, and now they just blew past Tampa. What about Lindy Ruff? They just mentioned Cooper and sort of groupthink, and it just feels like the broadcasters wanted Cooper, and they made it happen.
Yeah, well, that happens, no doubt about it. And you did bring that up a couple times because we made the bet in February or March, maybe February
at least.
So we had some runway to talk about it,
Right.
but it's funny because I remember we had this conversation. I was in Florida at my parents' house, and I said, "Do you guys want to bet Cooper at 5-1?" And we all said no. we were all like, "Nope, we're good."
Yeah.
So maybe there's a lesson for you.
Right. Yeah.
That I would never do differently, though. I do remember that too. I would never just bet against myself, like unless it's big money or something, maybe. But DK Horse. Here we go. The Belmont, which is at Saratoga, by the way, if you didn't know, Bulldog.
Oh, is the Belmont track under construction?
Yes.
Okay.
Next year, they say the Belmont will be back at Belmont. Do you have thoughts, Sam, on the Belmont Stakes?
I got 3 horse guys. They all like the favorite. That's boring, but when they all line up and they all say that this is the best horse and it's not even close, you just sort of pay attention. It also kind of makes me nervous, though, because it's never that easy, wink, wink. But even Eddie Olczyk this morning was on Chicago radio saying Renegade's just the class. So Renegade's the 4 horse, about 6-5 right now. In race 13 at Saratoga, like you said. They go back to Belmont Park next year. So I was looking at a daily double. You could play Renegade in the 13th race, and then in the 12th race, we like this horse Rhetorical. He's about 2-1, 5-2. So you go Rhetorical to win the 12, and then Renegade to win the 13. That pays about 6-1. So that's probably all I'm going to do. I mean, it's really top heavy, like Renegade and then everybody else. So I wish I had like some 30-1 horse for you, but all my horse guys that handicap this every day, they think Renegade is going to win this running away.
Sam, just the fact that you have horse guys,
we love that.
Really makes it all worth it.
We love that Sam has horse. He's got golf guys. He's got horse guys. He's got guys. I've been
to
Saratoga.
College baseball guys. We got
Yes.
Texas and Oregon. We did a big one.
I've tailed on Texas, and a couple of the top teams are out. UCLA and Georgia Tech. Is there anybody else I should know of that's like the path is being cleared for Texas, or who else? North Carolina? I forget. What is it?
Yeah, I mean, look, Texas. I think Texas could beat anybody. Like that's how good I feel about it. But I've convinced myself to feel that way.
Yep.
I mean, Oregon's very good, but in terms of odds right now, North Carolina's number 1, Texas is number 2 of all the teams left. So we have the second favorite right now, and we bet it. What do we get? 10-1 on Texas, I think.
Plus 950 for me. Yep.
Okay.
Right
yeah.
there.
I mean, if they beat Oregon today, it really opens up for them.
Is that on somewhere, Bulldog? We're watching golf. Maybe we should watch Texas, Oregon.
When is that?
We
game,
don't have to
Sam?
hear the metal bats because we'll have the volume down.
Right.
That is 8:00 p.m.
Oh. Maybe. Well, that's all right. That could still be possible. Sam, a delight as always. Anything you want to plug?
I am moving to Chicago on Monday
There
to
it
work
is.
at Fox Chicago.
Congratulations.
Thank you, boys.
What sorts
Yeah.
of things will you be doing in this new endeavor, Sam?
All sports. Chicago sports. Bulls, Bears, Blackhawks, Cubs, and Sox, and everything else in between.
Are you going to get to shoot, like walking down the street outside Wrigley Field while you're introducing a piece that's already been videotaped? Because I really want to see that. I want to see you walking naturally with the microphone, talking and explaining the Cubs homestand.
We could do whatever we want, I'm told. But no, I said, be careful when you tell me that. I'm going to take that and run with it. I might have to do a field trip to Hammond, Indiana, where the Bears might be moving, which is crazy. But you know what? I start Monday. One of the first things I'm going to bring up to my boss is, send me to Bears Bills. Send me now, because I think that game is in Buffalo, right?
Yes, December. Yes.
Oh, I'm coming. I'm going to be there.
How far? You're native. How far away is this Indiana town that they're talking about moving the Bears to?
20 miles.
Okay.
So it's 2 hours by car?
No, I mean, on a game day, it might take 40. Like if you left the Sears Tower on game day, it might take you 50 minutes.
Bears Bills is Saturday, December 19th at 8:20 Eastern PM.
Oh, so we can hang out all day Sunday too.
Saturday night, Sunday, the whole thing.
That sounds like it could line up
I'm
with
sleeping in Bulldog's
that
attic.
sounds
I'm
like it could
calling it
line
right
up.
now.
I'm telling you, it could line up with another holiday party, Sam, is what it really sounds like to me.
Sounds like we should book that right now. Very good.
I love this.
Sam, thanks. Congrats to you. And, you're moving.
Good luck with the move.
Busy time. Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks, boys. Good luck on your 8-leg parlays.
Yes. Especially me.
I'm
you
dead,
got to say.
I'm dead in the water. I'm not even. The entire fun factor has been removed from. I may never bet again.
I have to remember to go in there and dabble some more because
yes,
there might be a life-changing event there.
Yeah. I may need you to do some of that for me.
Yes.
I mean, I could get the app myself and sign up for an account at a.
Instead of calling
another
Sam
house.
because he's in a legal state for some of these, you just call me across the room here, right at the same table, and maybe I could help you. We have Matt Verderam today. We'll talk about the Chiefs, the AFC playoff outlook, and all of that coming up in really just about 15 minutes. Mike Schopp and the Bulldog here. This is WGR. Red Sox Yankees tonight for anybody not watching Texas Oregon or whatever other shows are on a Friday night.
Game 2 of the NBA Finals.
That, for example.
I'll be there for that. I watched game 1.
No Aaron Judge for
weeks,
probably at least a month.
Okay.
They don't even know
Yep.
that they want to stop there necessarily. They're saying 4 to 6 weeks, and then we'll look at it. It's a rib fracture that I guess is causing him like pain in his shoulder and collarbone, and I don't know what's going on there. But he's the 2-time defending AL MVP, but he's not likely to win now with this absence.
Missing a month is that's tough.
You know who could win? We just had Sam on. We could have brought this up to Sam, but we were busy with other things. Ben Rice, his teammate. He's the third favorite. It's Bobby Witt, someone else, and then a little bit of a gap to Rice. But maybe it ends up still being a Yankee. We should all hope so, right? That's what we want.
That's how it has to be.
Matt Verderam, back to football next on WGR.
Busy day in the NFL, starting with the Bears as they may be moving to Indiana. The Bears Board of Directors voted yesterday to advance the stadium development in Hammond, Indiana, though the exact site is to be determined. And this is the first time the board has voted on any stadium site, but this does not guarantee the team is going to leave Illinois. Broncos outside linebacker Jonathan Cooper has been arrested on domestic violence charges, and Denver has said they are aware of the situation and gathering more information at this time. And then Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield told reporters today that he and the team are nowhere near a new deal and that he won't negotiate once training camp begins. Mayfield is entering the final year of his current contract. In basketball, Game 2 of the NBA Finals tonight, the Spurs do host the Knicks with tip-off in San Antonio at 8:30. The Knicks do lead that series 1-0. Then in baseball, Bisons are in Worcester, game time at 6:05. You can listen to that one over on our sister station, the Bet 1520. While in the majors, Yankees host the Red Sox at 7:05. A little bit after that, Blue Jays have the Orioles in town at 7:07. And the Mets, they are at San Diego at 9:40. That's your Paddock Chevrolet Sports Update. Paddock Chevrolet with you for the extra mile since 1935. I'm Zach Jones for Western New York's Voice of the Fan, WGR.
It's Mike Schopp and the Bulldog.
We're up there, and here are the people on the panel, so I'm taking pot shots at Brian Brom. Because, that's what he came to Buffalo for.
It's Mike Schopp.
You literally told E.J. Manuel to his face that he sucked.
And the Bulldog.
I was proud of you because
I feel like that's what you're there for.
It's Mike Schopp and the Bulldog.
I know. I couldn't, though. No, I couldn't.
I'm better than you.
On WGR, Sports Radio 550.
Listening to that, as I just have done for probably the 700th time, it is what Brian Brom came to Buffalo for, actually.
Actually, he was on the dais at a roast. It
was the deal.
He was there to get made fun of. That's right.
He should have had no misgivings about what was going to happen. EJ's made a career for himself at ESPN.
Yeah.
Good-looking guy.
Good for him.
Knows his football.
Yep. He was super nice that night.
He was.
He was really, really gracious.
He was a great sport.
Even though I had to say well, I didn't have to. I could have been lame and not tried to do the job, but I did.
You could have really softened.
Yeah.
Just for the roast because he's sitting there.
Yeah.
We were having, when he was playing for the Bills, we were having a conversation about him that I still remember because it was very awkward for me at Fisher during training camp, and he just walked by.
Right.
And that'll happen sometimes. Wasn't a roast. He didn't. That's not what he was there for. He was there for football practice.
There was a day that Matt Verderam is waiting on hold, but I'll just squeeze this in quickly. When Briere and Drury left, Sabres co-captains after the 2007 season, that summer, I went on vacation right after that happened and came back on the day of our golf tournament, and you were away. And so I was by myself at our golf tournament in the summer of 2007, outside, on a patio somewhere, yelling about what I'm supposed to trust Derek Roy. And Derek Roy was on a putting green with Brad Ryder and said to Brad, this is weird. I'm right here.
I know.
At least that's what Brad told me.
Yeah.
That's how that happened.
Wow, roasts and golf tournaments. Those are the days. Matt Verderam, as Bulldog said, joining us now on the West Her Hotline. Matt, how are you?
I'm good. I'm assuming we're just going to talk about the Knicks for 20 minutes.
Yeah, have at it, man. You must be feeling pretty good about how that went in the fourth quarter, especially on Wednesday night.
Yeah, that game was basically, it was sheer terror in the first quarter because if Brunson's hurt, the series is over in 4 games. And it was middle of the third quarter. Probably not their night, but you never know the way they've been going. Then all of a sudden they went absolutely nuclear for about 20 minutes, won the game. I'm certainly not one of these Knicks fans who's sitting there the series is over. If anybody feels always a moron. But it's, hey, listen, they win tonight. That'd be a beautiful thing. But long way to go.
Are you a student of this, Matt? That haven't they just these playoffs dominated games by final scores like no one else has done for a similar stretch of basketball, even in a regular season? Isn't it something like that?
Yeah, ever. It's the biggest point differential
for 12 games in NBA history. Any, like you said, regular or postseason. It's amazing from the standpoint that going into the playoffs, I think most Knicks fans, we all are like, okay, yeah, they should beat Atlanta. And then, maybe the series against Boston, that'll be tough. And then, of course, they're play the Celtics. The Celtics didn't bother to show up. But, yeah, like nobody in the world thought, the Knicks are just going to roll through the East and take a lead in the NBA Finals. Nobody thought that. And then all of a sudden, they decided to make Karl Anthony Towns a point guard and turned him into this, like, hub of the offense. And on top of that, Towns is now playing defense like he's Bill Russell. Like, I don't know what – it's literally like if all of a sudden you just dropped, I don't know, like pick a – like if A.J. Epinesa just became Myles Garrett. Just out of nowhere. Right. Just overnight, you're like, this guy's the best player I've ever seen in my life. Like, it just was that kind of transformation in the middle of a playoffs. Like Epinesa had like 6 sacks in the AFC Championship game or something. It's just like that level of a transformation for people who don't know what I'm talking about.
If he does, I'll never forget this conversation. If that actually happens. Well, good luck to your Knicks. Good luck to your Knicks. I got no problem with them.
Thank you.
We did call you about the Chiefs and the AFC picture here as we work our way through the offseason, Matt. I mean, Rashee Rice is a big part of this analysis for sure, whatever his situation turns out to be. Do you think the Chiefs have, so to speak, the horses this year to get back to the top?
So I've been asked a lot over the last, 2 months, post-draft, let's just say. And I think it's a complicated answer because on one hand, I would tell you that their receivers, it's got to scare you. Like if you're a Chiefs fan, it's got to scare you. First of all, okay, all 3 of them, Rice, Worthy, Thornton, all have injury histories. All 3. Now, Worthy was just kind of a fluke, weird thing last year, but he played through it all year. It wasn't the guy he was his rookie year. He just couldn't move. His shoulder wasn't right. His ankle wasn't right. Thornton had a lot of injuries in New England, which is one of the reasons he ended up leaving there. And Rashee Rice has dealt with, he blew his knee out. A year ago, Mahomes actually hit into him trying to tackle a defender. Yeah. So you have that. They have no depth behind any of these guys. Like the number 4 receiver in the team is Jalen Royals, who they wouldn't even play last year in garbage time because they were so busy giving Juju Smith-Schuster 90% of the reps the last 2 months of the season. That, I think, is the big question. Like, look, the offensive line is the one misnomer. The offensive line is actually really good. It just needs to be healthy. And last year it wasn't. Simmons was in and out of the lineup. He broke his hand. But their offensive line, their health is really good. They should run the ball with Walker. They've got Mahomes. So everybody internally expects to be ready to roll week 1, pretty much full go. Probably a little limitation on scrambling. And Kelsey's still Kelsey, but can they stay healthy at receiver? I think they need to add another body, whether it's Keenan Allen, Deebo Samuel, somebody like that. They need to do something there because right now the number 1 receiver doesn't have the luxury of freedom. Like the man is in prison coming off of a knee surgery. You can't. I mean, it's crazy. Like you can't go into the season feeling good about that.
Yeah. Is there? Do you know, Matt? Is there any threat of like how top of mind is any league action on Rice?
To my understanding, and look, this stuff's always weird. We all know how the NFL works. I mean, it's hour to hour with the league. But my understanding is they don't expect any league action, that there's not an expectation that he's going to be suspended or anything like that. And so, they think, look, he should be, in theory, ready to go, for the first day of training camp. I mean, really, it was a minor cleanup of his knee. It was just to remove a couple of loose bodies. It wasn't a major surgery. It was a pretty minor surgery that he had. So the thought is, yeah, he'll be back. But, the reason earlier that the last question, so I think the answer is complicated, is that look at the AFC. And while I think the Chiefs have a lot of questions, I also would say that about any team in the conference. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know that there's a team that I look – and by the way, after the A.J. Brown trade, I was asked at SI, like, hey, do a flash power rankings of your top 5 teams in the AFC. I put the Bills 1 because I think, look, Allen's – if not 1A, he's 1B at quarterback. And he's healthy, which with Mahomes, look, they can think he's going to be healthy all they want. They don't know that until he actually steps out there and does it. But the Bills have questions. What is the defense going to look like? Right. Switching schemes. The receivers are a big question in Buffalo. You're an injury away from, who knows who the hell second and third receivers are.
First-time head coach, yeah.
Right, exactly. And that's just it. Like, I would bet on those two teams before I bet on anybody else because of the quarterbacks and the pedigree. But I'm not a big fan of the Ravens this year. I'm just not. Maybe they prove me wrong. I just think outside of three guys on offense, they're extremely thin. I don't trust the line. The Bengals don't have a defense. The Texans don't have an offense. Jacksonville, I think, is good, but I think they have a little bit of a ceiling. Denver's the team if you want to make the case, but again, I look at Denver. My question is, like, with Bo Nix, are you going to, in a normal year, are you going to be able to consistently beat top-tier teams with him as your quarterback? I don't know. So the AFC's wide open. So in that regard, I think, yeah, sure. Could the Chiefs get back to a Super Bowl? I mean, yeah. But it's a lot of things are going to have to go right. But I'd also say it about 7 different teams in the AFC. A lot's going to have to go right for them to get back there. It's a wide open conference.
As it happens, discovered earlier in this show today, because Bulldog and I both made division winner parlay bets, and you definitely want to go with me on this because mine paid a lot better, even though they weren't really that much more of underdogs. It just randomly happened to work out in that direction. I went with the Chargers in that division, but and this is nothing against the Chiefs or even much about the Chiefs. Denver, you had it was in your voice, Matt. Like I feel like the right people are trying to talk me into Denver a little bit. Like that the roster is. We had a off the field incident with one of their players today to talk about Cooper.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like there's something about Knicks. Maybe we just haven't, and maybe we never will, or I never will, come all the way to, okay, he's good.
Yeah.
Because, he was drafted, and there was a certain, things said about, like, where he might only be this good as a player or a prospect.
How he played college football for 14 years.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe eventually I'm going to have to capitulate on him.
I think, every year I do the quarterback rankings at SI, and it's like a monthly thing during the season. And I usually do them right before the season starts. And I have him just smack dab in the middle of the league. Every time I do it, he's between 15 and 17, 14 and 18. Like, he's fine. Which, by the way, if you have a lights-out defense and you've got 2 really good receivers now and you've got Sean Payton, like, fine. And by the way, maybe the best offensive line in the NFL. Like, fine is enough. Go ask the Seahawks about fine at quarterback. Like, fine can work. But, the thing with that is where if you're the Bills, if you're the Chiefs with a healthy Mahomes, you can cover a lot of sins because of those guys. I mean, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be reasonable around those guys, and you're going to win a lot of football games. Whereas in Denver, they're going to have to be damn near perfect around him. They just are. They're going to be really good defensively. I believe the AFC West. Look, I honestly, if you said to me, you got to bet your house, who would you take? I picked the Chiefs from the standpoint I genuinely believe that the ceiling's the highest with them because of Mahomes. I think they're going to run the ball well. I think Bieniemy replacing Nagy is a massive thing. I don't think people understand outside the building what a huge deal it is. That is the accountability factor on that offense is going to go from 0 to about 180 with Bieniemy. But the Chargers. The question I have with the Chargers is very simple. Do they have enough with that offense? Like, Herbert is talented, but where I think this is year 7 of his career. What is the moment for Justin Herbert? What is it? Like, what is he like? What moment is there? And then you look at the offense. It's Ladd McConkey, and it's the 3 of us at receiver. Like, who is doing something? Like, who's going to make a play? Like, it's all fine and well that they want to run the heck out of the ball, Mike McDaniel and Harbaugh. But at some point in the playoffs, and we all know this, you're going to get 3rd and 8. And you're just going to have to make a – somebody's going to have to win and get open. And to me, it's like you double McConkey. Who is it, Trey Harris? So that's the concern I have with the Chargers. It's just I don't know that they have enough. But, listen, they're as good a bet as anybody else.
This Herbert point is strong, and I like him a lot, but it's time, right? And this is also Trevor Lawrence for me. The Bills went to Jacksonville in the playoffs, and I always felt like maybe I was being a little bit unfair, but very winnable game. There was a short yardage play where he sort of falls down before the
4th down, the yard on downs deep in the Bills' territory. Yeah.
I want to scoff at QB wins 95% of the time, but then there are times when I just need you to figure it out right here, and that's what some guys have been able to do, others not.
I'm 37, so I'm supposed to be like in the middle of that, like analytics, like me and the nerds all hang out and get together and talk about what nerds we are and how much we love some acronym of a stat that has 7 letters and a plus sign. And look, DVOA is fine, EPA is fine, but I actually do believe in QB wins to an extent. Now, I don't believe in it. Listen, if you put some great quarterback on a really crappy team, I'm not holding it against the guy. If he goes 7 like Joe Burrow, what is Joe Burrow supposed to do? Well, it's not his fault to give up 50 points a game. Like, there's nothing he can do about that. But I do believe it matters when you get to, like you mentioned, the Lawrence game, right, with the Bills, where it's a close game, or Herbert, who has had many of these games down the stretch where it's like, hey, man, I need you to make, 2 plays, 3 plays. I need you to do it. You're getting paid $60 million a year. I need you to go out. And I don't care if the window to throw that ball is the shoebox 20 yards down the field. You need to hit it. That's your job. That's what you're here for. And if the receiver drops it, fine, it's on him. You need to throw the ball in there. Don't tell me about some hand in your face. Don't tell me about the fact that some guy was going to get pressure in half a second. Throw it. Hit him. And, like, the problem I have with Herbert is all these years later, and here we are. He's 0-3 in the playoffs. He's been awful in all 3 of these games. And at some point, they're everybody's darling every year. Everybody picks him every year, and you'll look up and you're like, oh, yeah, right, the Chargers. They went 9-8 again, and they're fine. And that's kind of it. Sure, Allen hasn't gotten the Super Bowl yet. Lamar hasn't gotten the Super Bowl yet. But those guys have had huge – it's to be fair, especially Allen in the playoffs. He's had enormous games where he's gone toe-to-toe with a dynasty. The Chargers, they're not going toe-to-toe with anybody. At some point, you need to win. You need to do something. And I just think we're at that point. He needs to win a football game that doesn't take place when it's 70 degrees outside.
With Matt Verderam. Back to Kansas City, Kenneth Walker. This is kind of a piggyback point to your last comments about just how analytics-minded we all want to be or are inclined to be as analysts. So he's a running back, though, right? Here's the Super Bowl MVP coming from Seattle to Kansas City. Do you think he will get huge work in that role for the investment the Chiefs have made here, and how much of a difference does he make?
Well, so I have 2 schools of thought in this. I'll be brief, but one of which is they have talked internally, just from me talking to people in that building, about how much they are going to commit to running the ball, how much they are really going to do everything in their power to be a team that really tries to take advantage of having a top, let's call him 10-ish back, and an offensive line that can move people. You got Creed Humphrey. You've got Trey Smith. You've got Josh Simmons. Like, this is an offensive line that they're going to blow open holes. You watched the film last year. There were holes. The problem was they 2 guys who just couldn't hit them. They couldn't run. I think the Chiefs, especially with Mullins coming off the injury, there is going to be an emphasis on hey, we are going to get him in more second and fives. I think that's been a big thing over the last few years with Kansas City that internally they've talked a lot about, is the fact he's constantly in 2nd and 9. They're constantly in 3rd and 7 because they just can't run. And so I do think they're going to make the investment. The question I have with the Chiefs is, even with Eric Bieniemy there, who's always going to be pro-run, he was a running back in the NFL, is Andy going to stick to that? Or are you going to get into these games where they fall behind 10-3 and Andy just says, well, I'm just going to call 24 pass plays on the next 26 downs? Like, that has always kind of been the question. And God knows if you're doing it, like, on one hand, how much can you criticize him? He's got Patrick Mahomes. Like, you're really going to criticize him for putting the ball in his hands? But I do think they have lacked balance at times. And so I think that the goal is definitely going to be, hey, look, we're never going to be, the Chiefs are going to be 50-50 run pass, but can you get it to where it's 57-43, 55-45? I do think they're going to make the effort. I'm curious to see if they actually stick with it when they're challenged on it.
Do you think Bieniemy has the, I don't know, does he have the game to, like, push Reed on that, to challenge him on that, or no?
Well, so look, at the end of the year last year, they essentially told Matt Nagy, we're not going to make it a big, hey, you're fired, but, like, we're not going to renew your contract. So we're going to let you go out and look for a job. And if you get a head coaching job, which you had a few interviews, hey, great, we're thrilled for you. But we're not holding the job. Like, if he wanted to go back to Kansas City last year, it wasn't going to happen. they were waiting on Bieniemy. In fact, I covered the game when the Bears lost to the Rams. Within 12 hours of that game being over, Bieniemy was headed to Kansas City. I mean, the Chiefs were just waiting that to end because there has been a lack of accountability in that building for years now. I mean, Bieniemy left after they beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl, and that offense has gone backward every year. And every year, if you look at them, there have been a rise in penalties. There have been a rise in mental errors. If you watch the film, the route running is atrocious. They constantly round off routes. They don't run them at the right depth, and there's been nothing done about it. They brought in Bieniemy for that express purpose. Bieniemy loves to be the bad cop. And I think with Andy doesn't want to do that. Now, with Andy, like, would he go to Andy and actually – yeah. I mean, that's part of the reason they brought him back is he will – he's not going to call the plays, but he's going to install it every week, and he has a lot of pull. Andy trusts him with a lot of different challenges that come up throughout the course of the game, course of a week. And so, yeah, I mean, they will give him more power than they've given a previous coaches. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons, he came back, and B, one of the biggest reasons they went out and got him.
Couple of minutes here left with Matt Verderam, SI Now, the Matt Verderam Show on Patreon as well. Bills versus Patriots in the AFC East. Matt, we talked about New England's schedule last year to death, and they definitely made the most of it. Do you see a significant step back? Not one? How about it for the AFC East?
I think they're going to take a step back. I don't have them as one of my 7 playoff teams. I actually did last year. I didn't think they were going to the Super Bowl, but I had them as a wild card team. Look, A.J. Brown is a terrific addition, and if he's locked in, he's motivated. He's a guy who could absolutely have 1,300 yards. The problem I have with New England is I still don't like the offensive line. Lomu, first-round pick, we'll see. Does he get a starting job? He does. How does he play right off the jump? I don't love that roster, though. To me, is fine. It's a quality roster. I'm not saying it's bad by any stretch. Their schedule last year was really easy. Their schedule this year is brutal. I mean, you look at the road schedule that the Patriots playing this year. That's one of the hardest schedules in football. I mean, that is. They've got to go to Seattle. Obviously, got to go to Buffalo. Got to go to Kansas City. I mean, they have just one after the next. It's 2 real easy games to have on the road. The Jets and the Dolphins. I think it will be a little bit of a struggle, and also too, not to be funny or glib. Like I genuinely mean this. Everything that happened with Mike Vrabel this offseason, that is going to be a distraction all year long, and it is especially going to be a distraction on the road. I would imagine they're going to hear plenty of chants on the road this year. That is going to be a circus. Like, I don't see any world where that story just goes away. That's going to be something that is every single time they go on the road, especially for a primetime game, something like that. So I think it's tough, but I think the Bills are the better team. I would be surprised if the Bills don't get back to the top spot in the division.
Can you rattle off your playoff teams? So New England's not one of them.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Buffalo, I have win the division. I think I'm going to take Pittsburgh to win the North. I think they have a hard ceiling with Rodgers, but I think they'll win the North. I'll take Jacksonville and Houston in some order in that division. I think they'll make the playoffs. I have Kansas City and Denver. And then for the 7th team, I'll take Cincinnati. I think it's so. I don't think Baltimore and New England make the playoffs. I don't think Chargers are going to make the playoffs. I think all of them could. Wouldn't be shocked by any means. But those would be my 7 as we sit here on June 5th.
June 5th. Yeah, Cincinnati, speaking of schedules, favored in 15 games.
I mean, the schedule's a joke.
It's crazy. I mean, we'll see if that pans out, but pretty good looking on paper. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah.
Enjoy your summer, and maybe we'll talk again closer to week 1.
Sounds good. I'll be at Bills camp, I imagine, at some point.
Oh,
so I'll see you there.
Good. Yeah, thank you.
Good deal. Thanks, man.
Matt Verderam on the Wester Hotline right there.
Forgot about his Knicks affiliation.
I want to say I never knew of it.
Yeah, I see it on. I'm on Twitter during the games, and he's right there. Big.
Well, you're kind of a Knicks guy now, so your eyes gravitate to Knicks people, aren't you? Like you're into it.
Well, I'm watching, but I'm there because of Wembanyama.
You're not rooting for the Knicks.
I'm sort of at. Maybe there's a lot of people that are like this. Like neither story aggravates me. I easily plug into the new freak show, otherworldly talent like you've never seen guy, which is what Wembanyama is. and the Knicks are a super cool story too. So like either way, like I watched game one and was pretty much not. I wasn't despondent when the Knicks started coming back. Like, okay, this is fine. It's like I can't. It's funny. It's the opposite of the NHL because I don't really like, almost hate both teams in the Stanley Cup final and in the NBA finals. Excuse me.
Yes,
get it right.
normal.
If I'm going to make an effort, I like both teams. So I wish that I could swap that. Like I wish I had a horse in the Stanley, because the games have been great. These two games in the Stanley Cup Finals so far have been great hockey games, but just both teams just make me sort of aggravated.
You'd like to swap out one of the hockey teams for one of the basketball teams.
Right.
Then you could root,
right.
decidedly in each series.
Right.
Okay.
Can the Knicks skate?
Can the Knicks skate at 803-0550?
How versatile are they?
I guess I don't know. I don't know a lot about the Knicks. Mike Schopp and the Bulldog here. Lines are open for your calls. This is WGR.
Busy day in the NFL. The Bears Board of Directors voted yesterday to advance the stadium development in Hammond, Indiana. The exact site, though, is to be determined, and this is the first time the board has voted on any stadium site, but this does not guarantee the team is going to leave Illinois. Broncos outside linebacker Jonathan Cooper has been arrested on domestic violence charges. Denver has said that they are aware of the situation and, at this moment, still gathering more information. And then Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield told reporters today that a new deal is not anywhere close and that he won't negotiate once training camp begins. Mayfield is entering the final year on his current deal. In the NBA, Game 2 of the finals tonight, Spurs host the Knicks. Tip-off tonight in San Antonio is at 8:30. The Knicks do lead that series 1-0. While in baseball, Bisons are in Worcester. Game time at 6:05. You can listen to that game over on our sister station, The Bet 1520. And then coming up after that in the majors, the Yankees host the Red Sox at 7:05. Blue Jays have the Orioles in town at 7:07. And the Mets, they are out west at San Diego at 9:40. That's Paddock Chevrolet Sports Headlines. Paddock Chevrolet with you for the extra mile since 1935. I'm Zach Jones for Western New York's Voice of the Fan, WGR.
The question I have with the Chargers is very simple. Do they have enough with that offense? Like, Herbert is talented, but this is year 7 of his career. What is the moment for Justin Herbert? What moment is there? And then you look at the offense. It's Ladd, McConkey, and it's the three of us at receiver. Like, who's going to make a play? It's all fine and well that they want to run the heck out of the ball, Mike McDaniel and Harbaugh, but at some point in the playoffs, you're going to get 3rd and 8. Somebody's going to have to win and get open. And to me, it's like you double McConkey. Who is it, Trey Harris? That's the concern I have with the Chargers. It's just, I don't know that they have enough. But listen, they're as good a bet as anybody else.
Interesting way to cap that. I think that's from Matt Verderam just before. Mike McDaniel is the Chargers bet.
Yeah, it is.
You know, Harbaugh and then Mike McDaniel. Harbaugh never has a bad team, and now you've added kind of a witch of a play caller. Maybe it takes off. We've been talking about golf in here today. Big golf is in the air. It's on TV. Jeremy's just here to pick up his Shopes and Dreams fantasy football trophy. It's gone.
Yep.
It wasn't stolen.
He had come from the Bills media golf tournament. I played this morning, first weekday round of the year, very late in the season here, into June for me to get out on a weekday, but the weather and just life, anyway.
It's dry now, I bet.
It is super. Yeah, I got some rollout on some drives today that I just was not expecting.
You know, I need you to not do one thing. I'm not out there in the streets right now. I could see myself playing again eventually, but it's just not the groove I'm in right now. But I need you to not be one of these golfers who have taken the wave to a very sad place. And I can demonstrate this. Hopefully I can explain it because, you know, there are radio listeners here. But,
yeah.
You know, you make a putt, and what should the wave look like? Thank you. Right? You're up here. Golfers now, too many of them only come up to their belt. And it's worse than not doing it.
Oh, yeah.
It's worse than not doing it. It's dismissive looking that almost makes it like, oh, thanks.
Just brush this away.
Yeah.
I mean, brush away your accolades. I'm not interested in your accolades.
That's right. Instead of a wave, it's more of a brush.
Yeah.
And
I hear you. Yeah.
That really needs to be changed, curtailed.
I need to get my game back to a place where I feel I have earned the right to wave. I'm not playing well at all so far this year. There's been no waving. I mean, I made a long putt in a scramble last Saturday. You know, whatever. I watched 3 guys putt and then I putted. Like, I'm not going to wave for that. I mean, it was exciting, but
the wave is about the fans, though.
They're not cheering me, man. I'm not giving them anything. I don't even know if they're watching right now. I'm not giving them anything to cheer about.
Well, if they're not there, they're not there. But in my mind, they're always there.
I gotta dig in a little bit.
These people are hardworking people, blue-collar town. They come out on a weekday afternoon to watch you play. You got to at least wave, no matter what you think of your game.
No, I needed this pep talk.
McElroy just did the belt wave thing,
yeah,
and I don't know. I feel like he's usually better than that, but maybe he's annoyed. He also did something that he may look really easy that I think I would almost badly struggle to do, which is he makes a putt, he does the belt wave, okay. Then he's walking along, he's got the putter in one hand and the ball in the other, and he just very casually as he's walking, bounces the ball off of his putter head and just catches it.
Right.
And I would have to sort of like, all right, if I were to try that, like, all right, I'm going to stand still, I'm going to hold the putter really still, and then try to perfectly bounce the ball off of the putter head, and he just did it all in stride.
In stride, he's walking right hand ball, left hand, throw the ball, bounce it, but like he's juggling.
And he didn't need to move a muscle to catch it.
Right,
like it just sort of it landed right in his hand.
The tools of the trade. You know, you have these things in your hands all the time. You probably fool around, and that's how you end up getting expert at something like that. Whereas I've never even one time in my life I've seen guys do that. I've never even tried it.
Because you're just going to look like a donkey.
I assume I'm going to hit myself in the face with the ball if I try it.
Or have to eventually pick it up.
Right.
Because you're not going to put it perfectly in your hand.
I've already done once. And like, you know, at my age, I don't want to be bending down twice. I mean, I got the putter that can scoop it, whatever. But no, I think I've tried that with the driver a time or two, standing in a tee box. And the ball goes over by the ball washer.
Right.
It's like I'm not adept at handling that at all.
Just
I can't do it.
Walking along, bounces it off the putter head, catches it like it's nothing.
Heck, right. Yeah.
Reminds me of the Tiger ad. Man, that would be. I don't have a ranking in my head. Just thinking about this right now, but the Tiger ad where he was new and
volleying the golf ball,
exactly, and then blasts it out on the driving range or wherever.
Yeah,
that was so cool.
Yeah, and that was done at a time before you could fake it. Like now, you could see something like that and absolutely not trust it ever because of the technology. But what is that? 30 years ago? I mean, it's a long time ago,
almost.
And there was no faking it. Like I'm sure. I bet they maybe did some editing, but whatever. He did all the things that are in that. You can't.
Wasn't it just like it could have been edited, but wasn't it just one shot from behind him? Like he's on a tee box.
Yeah.
And I don't remember like the camera. I don't remember cuts and different angles. That it was just sort of a continuous shot of him
volley, wham. Yeah, maybe it was. Maybe it took 5 takes. Maybe it took 1.
Maybe it took 100.
He's Tiger Woods. But either way, he actually did that. Whereas today, you could see somebody do that, and I'd be like, I thought that might be real, but now I see a dinosaur. So I think this is probably fake. It's a tell.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dinosaur there. Those aren't real.
I've got one more golf thing.
Okay.
Actually, watching this tournament today, this is Jack Nicklaus' tournament, the Memorial.
Yeah, Columbus or thereabouts.
So Sam Burns hit an iron shot in close on a hole. Over water. There's a bunker behind the green. Just checks up neatly right in front of the bunker, back of the green, then spins toward the hole. Great shot. At my level of golf, which is, right, if I were to put a handicap up right now, playing so little, I might even be around 20. It wouldn't be good. But once in a while, when you hit an iron shot that you are excited about, you're 150 or 170 yards out. You don't really know how close it is. Mm-hmm. You think it might be really close. It could be 2 feet. It could be 20 feet. You really don't know.
Right.
That's a pleasure that I don't think the pros enjoy. Because I think a shot like that Sam Burns example, he knows exactly how far away from the hole it is. Because he knows exactly how far away from the hole he wanted to put it, and he knows he executed the shot.
Right.
And there's probably no suspense. It's just like, all right. And then you have the crowd.
Yeah.
And you know what the applause is going to sound like, whether it's really close, it's really good, or if it's pretty good.
Right.
But when I'm out there, the fans are imaginary. Nobody's giving me that indication. And it might be great.
Yep.
Then you get closer, you walk up, you ride up there, and you're sort of hoping that it's really close. Is this
close?
They're going to make me putt this? Do I have to putt this? Is it a pick-me-up situation, pick it up? Or is it, oh, wow, actually that's 15 feet away?
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, my a pretty regular occurrence for me is, well, I hit a shot. Well, I like how I hit that shot. That looks really good. It's tracking. I think it's on the green. I can't tell for sure with the light right now, but I think that was really good. It was right at it. Walk. Don't see it. I guess I'll look in the hole. No. Okay.
Yeah, I love that move.
I landed. Oh, there's my ball mark. I was close, and it's in a
never
bunker
been in the
behind
hole.
the green. No, it's never been in the hole.
once.
It's never in the hole ever. But there's that moment where you thought, I thought I hit a good shot. Where is it? It could. I guess. No. It's over here in the rough, idiot.
That's like once around.
Oh God.
That happened when I played with you last
year. It's like
year.
once a hole for me. It happens all the time. I mean, I'm exaggerating now, but yeah, definitely.
Is it number 2 at your place?
Yeah, you can't see it.
You're
hitting a blind shot in. Yep.
And felt like I had the right club. Felt like I made good contact. I saw it go. It has to go over a tree. The line is over a tree.
A few trees, yeah.
I feel like I didn't hear it hit the tree.
Right.
So, all right, that'll work. You get up there and you cannot find it.
Right.
You do look in the hole just in case.
Right.
It's never in there. And this one shot I'm thinking of, I never found that ball.
Yeah, you were more right than you thought, and the grass gets pretty thick over there. And if it's early in the morning, the light is very tough at that time of the day. The way the sun is there, like you're gonna walk. I did it today. I hit my shot kind of where you were. That time we played, or one of the times we played, and I walked right over my ball. My playing partner walked behind me after he played his, and I was wandering around that soccer field, or near that soccer field, and I was in a much better shape than I thought, but I'd walked right past it because of the light. I couldn't see it. I just missed it.
Yeah, it'd be so exciting to be so good at golf, and you're playing these amazing courses, but you really don't know how good a shot you just hit.
Right.
We mentioned Nicklaus. Thinking of Nicklaus and his famous 86 win at Augusta on 16, the par 3, where we talked about this not that long ago, the time where he hits his shot on the par 3, and before the ball lands, he picks his tee up, and his son is his caddy, and his son says, "Be the right club," or something, and Nicklaus just mutters, "It is." He knew exactly what he had.
Right.
His drama would be, is this going to be an ace?
Right.
But he knows already that ball is only a couple of feet away. That kind of accuracy and precision.
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have that benefit. No, I'm maybe it's in the hole as a last resort is my move.
I would stop breathing watching that ball if I were the one hitting that shot. I wouldn't just be picking the tee up.
Right.
I'm going to see it land first. Well, golf.
Welcome back, golf.
Welcome back,
We've had a stretch of weather. A lot of golf courses, surely, that have been wet have dried out. And, it's going to rain a little during the day tomorrow, I guess. And so maybe tomorrow will dampen things. But we've had a nice stretch here.
Yeah, game on. Mike Schopp and the Bulldog here, 803-0550. Paul Hamilton will join us next hour. The NHL Scouting Combine is back and in Buffalo. Paul spent some time out there, so we'll chat with him about that. That's 5:30 on the scorecard today. This is WGR.
living in sin so long, all the feels are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day upright. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time. Let's go. All sing your high line with the roller coaster of life. Yeah. It's time to all choose your timeline on the roller coaster of life. You seem to easily forget how to place your bet. When everyday life gets you down, you gotta steal the crown. Got to own it. Don't bitch and moan about it, please. God forbid you scrape your knees, and it's nothing to sneeze at. Oh, I've told you over and over again. You gotta get both hands around it and make your own plans. Roller coaster, it's taking over, it's about time. Oh, all sing your high line on the roller coaster of life. You've got to all choose your timeline with the roller coaster of life. I want to go down the rabbit hole, down the rabbit hole of life. And now it's about to leave. Oh, roller coaster.
Red Sox and Yankees tonight. Just after we're done. No Aaron Judge, mentioned this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Out for several weeks. What else have we got? The NBA.
Right, that's not till 8:30, 8:40, I think is tip.
I think maybe Sam was off by a day with Texas, Oregon. The bracket I'm looking at says June 6th.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, yeah. What else have we got? My White Sox, 2 games out.
Did I miss a meeting? What are you
At the Phillies.
What are you got something on the White Sox?
I do.
I know you were talking about trying to go to a game, or did I dream that?
I want to go to a game. I think I'm going to my first ever game in Arlington this summer. 2 stadiums I've never been to. Rangers and White Sox.
All right.
I'd like to get there. Also thought about Atlanta. Can't do it all.
No.
But if I get one of those booked this year, that'll be good. Atlanta's going to change a stadium every 5 years, so I feel like that's.
Yeah, right.
I might as well just wait until my last days.
Can't keep up
To get to Atlanta.
Right.
But yes, I have a White Sox future. Make the playoffs.
All right. That Arlington ballpark, from every vantage point that I've seen looks gross to me.
Really?
It's just like a big silver mess to me. Maybe I'm not thinking of the right place. I just feel like the shots I feel like I've seen of it, it looks like a place you would park snowplows in the off season.
I don't want to go to a big silver mess.
I don't know. I might be mistaken, but I'm not. I don't recall. The ballpark that preceded it, I thought had all the charm of that mid '90s generation of ballparks that got built, and this thing that they have now, I don't think I'm nuts about it.
All right. I've never been to a game there.
I'm not
anywhere.
saying it's disqualified from going to see whatever. You're going to be in that part of the country, go for it.
Yeah.
But I'm not fond of the look of that place.
Now I need Sacramento too for this list.
At least for now. How long is that supposed to last?
No one knows.
Okay, good.
Sacramento appears to be bidding on a new facility to keep the A's. I think that might have happened in the last few days.
All right.
Otherwise, Vegas. But Vegas, as far as I know, doesn't really have anything going. Like they don't
have like a mound of dirt to build on?
I don't know.
Yeah, well.
I don't know. Right. I went to a game in Oakland, and I loved it. That felt like, well, I mean, this is a long time ago now, but even though there's nothing pretty about it, that stadium, the Oakland Coliseum, it just felt right.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't want to go to a silver mess. Yeah. I don't need shark tanks.
Yep.
I just want I want a ballpark with some history.
Yep.
And bases and sunshine.
And maybe the people there really care about it. Like the people that go, like Oakland, I feel like in order to keep going, how long ago you were there? 20 years ago?
98, maybe.
Wow. Okay. Anytime post like McGuire and Canseco, I feel like you had to really care about the A's to keep going to games.
Yeah. And it wasn't a big crowd, so there weren't that many of us, but I loved it. It was against the Blue Jays. And you could sit low at a place like that. I mean, that was a great day.
A lot of Blue Jays fans in attendance.
I don't remember.
All the Toronto fans travel to Oakland.
I was there by myself.
From
I know that.
Vancouver? Yeah.
Not really.
Not really,
no. I was there by myself. It was whatever year it was that the Giants stadium opened that they still play in. Mm-hmm. Whatever it would be called now. I don't know names of stadiums anymore, but I went to a game there, right, like one of the first games there, and then Oakland later that week. It was really cool. Let's take a break. Mike Schopp and the Bulldog, WGR.
Plenty of news in the NFL today. The Bears Board of Directors voted yesterday to advance the stadium development in Hammond, Indiana, though the exact site is to be determined. This is the first time, though, the board has voted on any stadium site. However, this does not guarantee the team is going to leave Illinois. Broncos outside linebacker Jonathan Cooper has been arrested on domestic violence charges. Denver has said that they are aware of the situation and at this time are gathering more information. And then Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield told reporters today that a new deal is not anywhere close and that he won't negotiate once training camp begins. Mayfield is entering the final year of his current deal. Game 2 of the NBA Finals tonight. Spurs host the Knicks. Tip-off in San Antonio is at 8:30. The Knicks do lead that series 1-0. And then in baseball, Bisons are in Worcester. Game time at 6:05. You can listen to that one over on our sister station, the Bet 1520. While in the majors, Yankees host the Red Sox at 7:05. Blue Jays have the Orioles in town at 7:07. And the Mets, they are at San Diego at 9:40. It's Paddock Chevrolet Sports Update. Paddock Chevrolet with you for the extra mile since 1935. I'm Zach Jones for West New York's Voice of the Fan, WGR.
It's Mike Schopp
We were having a very serious conversation about mayonnaise here.
and the Bulldog
And don't even talk to me about weed.
on WGR Sports Radio 550.
Guess my answer here, but I'll ask anyway. Are you playing any of these 82-0 type games?
What did you just say before the mics got turned on? I'm not sure what you said.
Like to myself?
Yeah, like did you mutter something?
I muttered the name Latrell Sprewell.
Okay. I didn't think I heard you, but the first thought I had after you mumbled that was, I wonder if Mike has looked at any of these 80s. I'm not even kidding you.
Yeah.
I must have heard you say Sprewell and thought like that tripped the wire, like maybe you're doing one of those things. Like trying to put the lineup together to go 82.
I was, and
All right.
I got stuck. You spin the basketball one, you get a team and a decade. And then you one by one, you pick 5 positions. And I play it without the stats because really why you just pick the stats then. And I got stuck because I wanted to pick Dave Bing for my, I don't know, shooting guard from the 60s Pistons. Like I really nailed it. I spun the 60s Pistons. Not a strong area for me.
No, I don't think I would know what to do without the stats there. Did he also play for the Bulls? Because when you said his name, I thought Bulls.
I don't know.
Dave Bing. Okay, anyway, not important.
I pivoted to Walt Bellamy.
Well, I mean, that's a choice.
I needed a center, but I already had used my shooting guard on Devin Booker. So, anyway, not my best result. 53-29. I'm a playoff team. I did not go undefeated.
Yeah, no, that's tough.
But the baseball one, none of these has become a habit where I'm just doing this like I do the puzzles every day. The baseball one, they give you 5. It's similar. They give you 5 positions and a decade and maybe a certain stat. And I did great I got 99 percentile on a baseball one, but only a mid-tier playoff team today.
I have not ventured in somewhat out of fear that it would take over my life.
Really?
Yeah, I just feel like I'm not one who does immaculate grid. Like I would dabble. I mean, really dabble. I mean, like once every couple weeks, right? And then what stopped me from even ever clicking on it is every time I would click on the hockey ones, it wasn't the one that was in the tweet. Like a tweet would come and be like, "Here, try it," and I do it and it'd be a different one. Like that's not the one I wanted to do. This is making me mad now, so I just stopped doing that. So I'm not. Let me exercise my brain, guy. But I feel like if I started doing these, I might never leave the house. I could just fall into a trap of just being completely obsessive about it.
Well, I think you maybe can only do one a day.
Oh,
maybe
well,
or no?
I don't know.
That's not right.
I haven't gone in, so I don't know. If that were the case, then that would save me from that.
Like the Geo Sports one, which is the map of the world, and it gives you 5 sports questions, and you have to point on the map to the answer to the question, you know. Patrick Kane grew up in this city, and then you click on Buffalo and go from there. That one, I think, unless you sign up maybe, get an account, then maybe you can do.
Yeah.
But I think it's only one a day that way. Let's do a Sabres one just on the fly here.
Okay.
Each position. Do we have 6 decades? We have 6 decades.
Okay, then.
We want a starting lineup.
All right.
So let's just pick we're not going to spin anything. Let's just pick the best team we think we can build. So for me,
can I put Hasek in goal?
You start at Hasek.
Yeah, I'm going to start at Hasek. Yeah.
And that would be 90s.
Right. Yeah, I don't feel
That's
like
where he won the heart.
I don't feel like I'm really missing out on anyone else. And he's got, I mean, you know, Mogilny had 76 goals one year in there. But it's still Hasek. Yeah.
Let's see if we can find other wingers.
Right. Right.
All right, so 90s is taken.
I'm going to go with the best goalie who's ever lived. Let's put him in.
The two for two would be like McGillney and Ryan Miller versus Hasek and a player from Miller's teams.
Right.
Like a Vanek or somebody like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so goalie is checked and 90s is checked. Where do you want to go next? Gilbert?
Yeah, I think that's where I want to go.
70s center.
Gilbert, yeah.
Okay. So far, so good. Sean McIndoe's going to come along, if he hasn't yet, and do every team's this and rank them.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I can't wait for that article. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I hope we haven't missed it.
Sometime after free agency, I'm hoping that comes from him. I think 80s, I think I want to say Housley.
Ooh. Well, we're going to need 2 defensemen. Housley and Dahlin from this decade.
Okay.
How about? I don't have room for Thompson now. I can put him on the wing.
Right.
I want Dahlin over Thompson.
Yeah, well, yeah, I can't. Right.
Unless you want another defenseman from another decade.
Do you like the Housley idea? I mean, he's one of the highest scoring defensemen in the history of the sport. I feel like that would work well in this framework.
Housley is always an enigma in these things. Uniform number, retirements, Sabres, Rushmore, Paul's going to be on later. Don't you dare bring up Phil Housley. Because defenseman only means defensive defenseman.
Right.
When we talk to Paul about Mike Ramsey or whoever.
Right.
Housley had the puck all the time. Why is that his fault?
I feel like for this exercise, I want Housley over Ramsey. I think if I were putting a team together, I might want Ramsey over Housley. But I think I want for this exercise, I feel like it's taking into account the production so I think I want Housley.
All right. So for we can change.
Housley and Dahlin, I think, is a pretty good idea. What do we have left then? Another winger from the.
We need a 2000s and a 2010s, and we need 2 wingers.
Well, Vanek almost has to be the 2000s winger, I think, unless you want Pominville.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which isn't the way I said that. Well,
that's interesting. I would be Vanek.
Yeah, and then we need a winger from the.
We need like Sam Reinhart, but he was gone so soon.
Yeah.
I don't know really what kind of production we have there, but I also have no playoff teams almost.
Right. Boy, finding a winger from 2010 to 2020 seems like very hard to me. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do here. Can I put Eichel on the wing? Is that allowed? I mean, I don't even know. So I'm not moving Gilbert from the middle. He's playing center on this team. So if we need a winger, Kane?
Evander Kane? How dare you?
I don't know what to do.
We're stuck.
We are stuck.
Well, I'll say it. There's Ristolainen, which I know. We're just talking it out.
Put him in for Dahlin and
put
then
him in for
Thompson
Housley.
in. Oh.
And then like Andrechuk or somebody.
Oh.
Who's the better 2 for 2? Ristolainen cannot be on this team.
No, he cannot.
He cannot.
No.
Defense is just a very short list of players in Sabres history who have been excellent. Dahlin has made it. He kind of always has been excellent, but with this year having happened, he's made. He's a captain. He's an elite NHL player.
Right. That's exactly what he is.
What about Reinhart? He played the wing.
Yeah, he did.
I thought that was usually a mistake, but
I think he has to be the answer. If we are stuck on there being a winger from the 2010s, I think it has to be him. Even though he obviously did not score like he's scoring now when he was here, he was good, but he became an elite goal scorer now since he left here. Really.
What you could do, like if we went to build a second team, you could make it Miller 2010s. He won the Vezina in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
That takes a difficult decade out of the
And then what am I doing?
out of play.
Grabbing Shatan from the 90s?
Maybe.
He's better in the early 2000s though than he is in the 90s. Isn't
McGillney.
Yeah, McGillney is right.
Or LaFontaine from the 90s, because we'll still need a center, although that could be Eichel.
Oh, we're talking about the second team here.
The second team.
Yeah.
If we push Miller to, second team, it's almost like a lot tougher because, first team, for the most part, there were a couple of no-brainers, I think. But second team would be different.
Yeah.
You could have Jim Schoenfeld.
Yeah.
On this team. You could have Mike Ramsey.
Mike Ramsey, yeah.
Samuelson.
Right.
No.
I really want to. Can you enter this? Can you do this?
I'm just doing it in my notebook.
Okay, we're not trying.
Is there a hockey one?
There is a hockey one. Yeah, I haven't been to it. Owen's been playing it. That's
all right. I want to know about it. I've only done basketball and baseball.
That's how I know that it exists. So I didn't know if we wwere actually.
Is it called 82-0?
Great question.
Thank you.
I don't know. I haven't been. Like I said, I've not.
Hockey8210.com.
Okay, there it is.
All right, let's see. Let's get after this. Looks like it's affiliated. Looks like the same game.
Okay.
Stats hidden, draft by memory, play scout. We'll see what we get. We're going to spin. This is a spin. This is not going to be a Sabres one.
Okay.
Unless you can control that.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
All right, let's see how we do. We're
I've
going to
never
do this
been to
together.
the site. Okay.
We have 80s LA Kings. Triple Crown.
Right. Charlie Simmer.
Dion. 80s, though, it's kind of late stage.
Yeah.
Maybe not Simmer so much. Dave Taylor.
Dave Taylor's the other one. Yeah, right. Simmer's the first guy I thought of, but I don't know which guy's the better. Dion obviously was, but
let's go with and they do show all the names. Gretzky's on it. That's 89.
Oh wow.
But I don't know if I want only King stats or am I getting the whole Wayne Gretzky catalog?
That's what I was kind of wondering about Reinhart when we brought him up. Like if I get credit in this effort for what he's done since he left here, and that raises my potential to go 82-0, then Reinhardt's on my team absolutely because he's a great kid.
I don't know how that works. You want me to look at the instructions?
No, let's just find out.
So the final record is scored behind the scenes using peak season production. All right, I'm going to say no to Gretzky.
Because you think you're only going to get 89.
I think so.
Okay.
Luc Robitaille.
Luc Robitaille, is that still a little early for him too, or no? When's he there?
I should know from cards. It's pretty late in the 80s.
Yeah.
Because he's not a card I ever come across in my collection.
Yeah.
87 is his first year.
Ooh, yeah. What does Dion look like? Like how much of Dion do you get for the 80s?
I remember him on the Rangers. Like when I was a kid, he was already out of LA. So what would that probably be? I can look. Like early 80s, he's traded or what happens? He's there until 87. Then he's traded to the Rangers, I guess.
I think that's my answer.
Dion?
Yeah. I get 80 to 87. This is for the 80s.
Assuming it works like that, which I don't know.
Okay.
Want to do that?
Yeah, I do.
All right. We'll go with Marcel Dion. 80s Kings. Got to scroll up. You've heard of scrolling down.
Mm-hmm.
This is scrolling up. There he is. Center. Placing Marcel Dion. All right. Next spin. Isn't this fun?
I'm having a blast.
I got Kings 80s again.
What?
Maybe that's where we're going to be stuck. I don't know. It came up Kings 80s again.
That's
Charlie Simmer?
That's incredible. Yeah,
I don't know.
Let's just put that line together.
Maybe that'll be the whole team.
I don't know.
I don't know their defensemen very well, I'll tell you now.
No.
All right, next spin. Minnesota, wild, it came up the same. No pun intended. Came up Kings 80s both times. Because now I have Minnesota from the 2000s. Help.
Minnesota from the 2000s.
Suter.
Parise.
You want Parise over Suter? We don't have a defenseman yet.
I know we only have one guy though.
We have Dion and Simmer.
We really got. Oh, that's right. We got Simmer. Okay.
Do we get credit for their chemistry? These actually are players who played many years together.
Yes.
We should get extra points for that.
I know I'm rooting for 80s Kings again, so we can get Taylor.
Dave Taylor on there. I am also rooting for 80s Kings again.
The Triple Crown right together. 2000s. What about
Gaborik?
Yes, I was gonna. Thank you. Yes, it was him or Mikko Koivu is the other guy I was thinking.
You want Gaborik?
I think Gaborik is the pull here. Yeah.
Okay. Our forward line is established. Hockey82-0.com. Fourth spin. Let's see Buffalo. Now, St. Louis 2010s. I know. That's exactly how I feel. We don't need a forward either.
We need defensemen. From the 2010s
Jay
Blues.
When was he in St. Louis? Be fun to pick him. He doesn't come up here.
He doesn't?
No.
He left. He signed there right out of here.
Yeah,
4 years, but maybe he didn't make it to 2000.
Right. Maybe he was in Pittsburgh.
Maybe he was traded or released or something by then. Well, released. You don't get released with a contract. Anyway.
Do they have a goalie worth considering? That doesn't really look like it.
Wait, 2010s, they won the Cup in 19.
Binnington? That's the year they won?
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Jay Bouwmeester.
Yeah.
Colton Parayko. Peter Angelo. I'm looking at
Peter Angelo's got to be the guy.
He's the one you want?
Yeah, let's do that instead.
All right. Left or right? He's both, apparently. Whatever. Left. All right. That's 4. What a team. Hockey82-0.com. We have Florida from the 2020s. Could do worse.
Aaron Ekblad.
Or the goalie.
Ooh.
Ekblad.
No, I think you take Bobrovsky here.
Okay. This decade, Florida. That's a good spin.
Yeah, it is.
Better than other decade Florida.
Right.
Any other decade Florida.
Other decade Florida.
All right, one more. We took the goalie. We need a defenseman. Last spin. Buffalo. 80s. Well, we just did this. This is funny.
Housley.
Housley or Ramsey?
Housley or Ramsey. I feel like Housley will have more impact because of the scoring.
You want to hear some names?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, here come some names.
Let's talk about some guys.
Sean Anderson.
Wow.
Dave Fenves. These are I'm not saying we have to pick Dave Fenves. I'm just saying.
I'm definitely not going to.
Ed Hospodar.
Wow. Yeah.
Calle Johansson. He was nice. Calle Johansson.
Yep.
Dean Kennedy. Oh, that's a memory.
Dean Kennedy, 26.
26.
Calle Johansson, 3.
Dean Kennedy, we talked about this in the playoffs once, scores the first goal of the first game of the 90 playoffs against Patrick Waugh. And the Sabres win that game. And my friend Paris and I were at that game. And for possibly years to come, we would just say one word to each other every once in a while to get a rise out of the other person. Kennedy.
Kennedy, right.
All right, so no to Kennedy. Krupp?
No, not Krupp.
There's Mike Ramsey. Schoenfeld came back.
Yeah, no.
He wore 13.
Yeah, that was
when he came back.
Unfortunate.
All right, Housley? We're doing that?
I think Housley will, for the game, yeah.
All right. How do you think we did? We've already got our stats.
I'm going to say we win 60 games.
71-11. This site, say what you want. They don't mess around with overtime losses here. This is what you like to see.
Right.
Wins are wins, losses are losses.
Right.
And there's no ties. 71-11, and the description we received here is historic. Well, it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, 71
wins.
Would be that's quite a number.
We got .915 save percentage with 6 shutouts and 36 wins from our goalie. So we won 35 games without him, I guess. We must have had another goalie.
I guess so.
I don't know. But Dion put up 135 points.
Is that good?
Seems like it, even for the 80s.
That seems good. Yeah.
Housley, 81.
Yeah, see?
You want to do another one?
Yeah.
Let's do another. So 71's our score to beat. What does Owen think of that score? 71-11.
I don't know. I haven't talked to him about. He just mentioned he's been doing it, but I've not heard any details on scores. And all he's doing now is texting me about how great he played today in the Bills Media Golf Tournament. So I can't really get a word in edgewise.
That'll be tough to top in a certain way. Getting a Sabres one and 2 Kings from the same decade was interesting.
Yes.
All right. First up, Toronto, 1950s. Wow. I know some of these names. George Armstrong is maybe a Hall of Famer. Barilko.
Boy. I don't know.
Dick Duff, future Sabre. Dick Duff. Ted Kennedy. That'd be Teeter Kennedy.
Teeter Kennedy. John Gale, shout out.
Frank Mahovlich. Howie Meeker. Played?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was an oh, yeah? Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's what called for there?
Yeah.
Of course he
you
played.
You don't get to be the intermission kingpin he was in the 70s without a hockey career to begin with.
That's probably right. I'm going Mahovlich here.
Yeah.
Even though I always get my Mahovliches mixed up.
You know, which one is this again?
Frank.
Okay.
He's the big M.
Okay. Was Peter medium M?
He was not the big M. Frank was the big M.
Lil. Did they go with Lil M?
Mid M. Lil M.
Montreal Canadiens featuring Lil M.
He's a big guy, though. All right, we got to hustle. All right, Frank Mahovlich, welcome to the squad.
When's the news conference?
Next spin. Clock is ticking. Detroit, 1950s.
What is happening here? Okay, Gordie Howe.
Yes, Gordie Howe. Great.
Done.
Lee Fogelin. That would be his dad, I think. The Sabres defenseman's dad.
Probably right.
Let's go Gordie Howe.
Yeah,
so far, so good here. We got Hall of Famers.
That
team had Marion Gabrick, all right? This is a pretty good start. Yes. No offense. Housley and Gabrick. We can maybe top it. Boston, hello. 1970s. Only the greatest player ever. Is that good enough for you? Robert Gordon Orr?
Yeah, I think that
all
works.
Right. What a team. You've waited your whole life. You've dreamt of Gordie Howe and Bobby Orr. Let's get some 80s Oilers now and just make this really take it to the top.
You teased me there. I thought you spun already.
No, spinning now. Detroit 90s. That's good.
Okay. Fedorov, Yzerman. We have a center already.
We don't have a center.
Okay.
Who do you like? I think I would go. I don't know.
90s it is?
Yeah.
Man, Yzerman was elite, but Fedorov had some incredible years in there.
No.
He's
on the line with Gordie Howe and Frank Mahovlich, Bulldog. Make sure.
I think I want
say it.
Geez, I don't know how this thing is going to take Yzerman. Yzerman's the better player of the two.
I would have taken Fedorov.
Yeah.
Yzerman. Next, 2 more. Oh, what a team. Tampa Bay Lightning 90s. Oof. First guy I thought it was Dennis Savard, but we don't have room. Defenseman or goalie? Is there somebody sort of sneaky here that?
Oh God, no.
Darren Pupa.
That's horrible.
No, sorry.
Defenseman in the 90s.
Corey Cross, Hammerlick.
Okay, that might be. Is Enrico Ciccone on this list?
Yes.
What a piece of garbage that guy was.
Hammerlick.
Hammerlick's got to be the best player.
He's the one.
He's got to be.
Now, whoever we spin next is our goalie.
Oh, boy.
Blackhawks, 80s. All right. Belfour.
80s?
Well, he's on the list.
Okay. All right, then take him.
Tony Esposito. Darren Pang, Bob Sauve.
Tony Esposito.
This is tough.
Tony Esposito. I don't know
either.
Let's
pick him.
Is his career or is it just I say pick him.
Let's pick him. 59 wins.
Oh boy.
The first team crushed this team.
Where did we go wrong? This team's got Gordie Howe
and Bobby Orr. 890 save percentage.
And Steve Yzerman.
Steve Yzerman.
A goalie kill. And Hammerlick.
No shutouts.
The back end of our team is...
Hammerlick's a -24.
Yeah.
Bobby Orr's a +80. I guess they didn't play together that much. I guess they were on different units. Esposito killed us, I think. Paul Hamilton, that's hockey82-0.com. Paul Hamilton next.
Summer
Plenty of news in the NFL today. The Bears Board of Directors voted yesterday to advance the stadium development in Hammond, Indiana, with the exact site still to be determined. This is the first time, though, the board has voted on any stadium site. However, this does not guarantee the team is going to leave Illinois. Broncos outside linebacker Jonathan Cooper has been arrested on domestic violence charges. Denver has said they are aware of the situation and at this time are gathering more information. And Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield told reporters today that a new deal is not anywhere close and that he won't negotiate once training camp begins. Mayfield is entering the final year of his current contract. In the NBA, it's Game 2 of the finals tonight. Spurs host the Knicks. Tip-off in San Antonio at 8:30. And the Knicks do lead that series 1-0. While in baseball, Bisons are in Worcester. Game time at 6:05. You can listen to that game on our sister station, the Bet 1520. While in the majors, Yankees host the Red Sox at 7:05. Blue Jays have the Orioles in town at 7:07. And the Mets, they are at San Diego at 9:40. That's your Paddock Chevrolet Sports Update. Paddock Chevrolet with you for the extra mile since 1935. I'm Zach Jones for Western New York's Voice of the Fan, WGR.
Well, look what it is. The NHL Scouting Combine back in Buffalo. I'm not sure if we're its original home, but this is an annual event here.
Yeah.
Paul Hamilton on the Wester Hotline. Paul, do you know the history of this thing and how many years in a row have...
It was in a hotel ballroom in Toronto before it came
Correct,
here.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was maybe... right. 3 or 4 times in Toronto, somewhere in there. The last one I remember, now that doesn't mean it was the last one there, it's just, you know me in my memory, is the Reinhardt draft. That combine was in Toronto.
Okay. And the next year was definitely here.
Because we were at it.
Yeah.
We did our show from it a couple years in a row.
That would have been.
Oh, that's right. I do remember that.
The Eichel year and
I
then
did.
the Kachuk.
Yeah, see, I just needed a little prodding, and I remember.
Right.
You did great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buffalo became all things NHL draft. We had McDavid play here. We had that prospects game. We brought the combine. We just didn't have the draft.
It was funny too. I remember that press conference out in the atrium with McDavid and I can't remember the name of the GM in Erie. It was a name that everybody knew.
Oh, Sherry Basson.
Thank you. And it was just a foregone conclusion. Connor McDavid's going to play with the Sabres. It was just like he's going to come here and play a game. Everybody come watch because he's going to be a Sabre and the Sabres are going to win the lottery and la-di-da and the whole thing. And it just never – I think even McDavid felt that he was going to wind up a Sabre, especially when you saw the look on his face when Edmonton won the lottery. But yeah, I remember that press conference saying, guys,
20%,
right?
Yeah,
at best,
right?
Yeah, the Sabres have the best odds, but this isn't a sure thing.
I remember. I mean, maybe I misremember too, but I remember feeling even at the time like it was pretty brazen to have them play a game in the building. Sure. Just like what are you doing?
That still gets brought up.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought it was too, like, we all knew what was going on, right? But it just felt like too much of this is going to be a guy that's going to be on our team, and like that always sort of bothered me.
Yeah, it's the only player, because I don't have a lot of time during the season, but it's the only player. Remember, I went with Pat Malacaro, the only junior player I've ever scouted before he was drafted. Pat and I got because Jay McKee was coaching there, and I remember he was able to get a few seats for Pat and I, and we went to the game. And I remember I was thoroughly impressed with DeBrincat. He was like, he actually was the best player on the ice that particular night. And so, but it was a fun game to go watch and just to go see him play. Strome was their center.
Yep.
And it was just fun to go see just not only McDavid but other players that you knew were going to be drafted.
Yeah, I didn't go to that game here because it wasn't because I was offended by it. It just didn't work out that I was going to go. But I saw those McDavid teams play twice in Erie. One time he was hurt and he didn't play. But those other guys you mentioned, DeBrincat, Strome, one time McDavid did play he was against the Kitchener Rangers, and Justin Bailey was still a Sabre prospect at the time, and Bailey had a hat trick and I think won the game in a shootout. The game I was at. Yeah, junior hockey's a blast to go to.
You know who else was on that team? A former very quick Sabre, Nick Baptiste, was on that team too. I'm actually looking back now.
That's right.
And Mason Marchment it was on that team. So there were some other guys that were good hockey players that were playing, at least for Erie. Because I'm not going to lie to you, I don't remember who Erie was playing. But so I can't look them up. But I'm looking at this roster, and those are the. Darren Radish was on that team too.
Oh wow, he's that old. Okay.
So what is this like? We're not doing our show live down there. It's not that novel anymore. It's been 11 years now that they've been hosting it. It doesn't mean I'm bored by it. What is this event like? Does it still draw? All the prospects are there, so I imagine that means the teams obviously are there, and with that comes media. But it is, the Cup final going on at the same time. But what's the scene down there like, Paul?
Which is usual, the Cup final going on. It just seemed to me like there were fewer media people down there this time. Now, definitely fewer Buffalo media people. Reason being, the Sabres are way down in the draft order, number 1, and then they don't have a second-round pick or a third-round pick. So it's first round, then fourth round. Mm-hmm. So it's not like a lot of the guys that the Sabres may see on their draft board, unless they trade up, are even here. So there's less interest from a Buffalo media standpoint, I think. And right now, it's easier when you're in the top 5. You can kind of figure out, at least talk to enough players that you got a pretty good odds that you talk to the guy the Sabres may draft. Now, I don't know.
That's right.
It's like who do you talk to now as far as for the Sabres who are drafting 27th? This is like the Buffalo Bills drafting now,
right?
So that it's just like, all right, let's try to figure out tomorrow who might be going 27th in the draft and see if we can chat with him after he goes and gets sick after he's on treadmills and stuff like that.
But McKenna is here, and I saw he talked a little bit. What did you find anything interesting that he had to say today?
You know how they always ask, did they ask crazy questions? It wasn't crazy questions. You know what the craziest thing was? The Montreal Canadiens ask you to get up and throw pucks into garbage cans.
From how far away?
You start close and you keep backing up.
Okay, so it's like an eye test. You just keep going back as far as you can.
I don't know.
Can't read the bottom line anymore.
I don't know, but that's what the Canadians are doing.
Okay.
You have to toss pucks into garbage cans. Maholtra said he missed. I think Smith said he missed. Or I'm sorry, Chase Reed said he missed. So I didn't hear anybody that made it. Although we didn't ask all 6 guys we talked to, but I thought that, as stupid as it is, that's the thing that stuck with me the most. It's like, what?
Yeah.
I'm usually waiting for a Tim Murray type question where you go, huh? But we didn't get that. We got pucks going into garbage cans.
So I saw McKenna, you tweeted that he said that if he ends up in San Jose, obviously he'd be perfectly happy. And I imagine that question was cloaked in some version of, it being somewhat uncertain who's going to be 1 overall. The kid from Sweden, Stenberg's had a late push here, but I still feel like McKenna is probably the bet, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
And, of course, because I tweeted that out, and, we want to know why I tweeted it out. It was the first thing he said. They asked about San Jose first before they asked him about the Leafs.
Yeah.
It wasn't because of anything else, and, of course, Leaf fans lost their minds. That I was trying to start things and get clicks and all this other stuff. No, that's kind of like the first thing he said, and I had a picture of him, so I tweeted that out. And the thing is, too, I agree with everybody. He probably is going to be drafted by Toronto. But I've been to enough drafts. Shane Wright is also probably going to be drafted by the Montreal Canadiens. Oops.
Right.
No, that didn't happen. You can go back as far as Hischier. He wasn't supposed to. That didn't work out. What was it? Nolan Patrick, I believe, was the other guy?
Yep.
He was the guy that was supposed to go first overall. Didn't happen. So it doesn't. Probably McKenna is the number 1 pick to Toronto, no question. But we don't know that for sure.
Right.
Things could change, and then all of a sudden he is playing with Celebrini in San Jose.
So tomorrow they have all the hard work. Tomorrow's workout day.
Yeah, tomorrow's work day. Although I scanned the floor a little bit today. It didn't look like there was many stations, but I didn't stop and really take it in. It just didn't look like as many stations as before. And that's the thing. Pretty much what the GMs and the scouting staffs are here for, they've done, because each one gets their own suite over at the arena to do their interviews, and they do them all week. And that's the most important thing out of this whole thing. Like, GMs really couldn't care less about the testing tomorrow. You'll see a couple of them hang around, but not many. It's usually the strength and conditioning coaches that are here for the testing part. And, people don't care. Like, when Sam Bennett couldn't do a pull-up and everybody went crazy, it's like, well, okay, an 18-year-old can't do a pull-up. He had a pretty good career in the National Hockey League, and he's not the only guy who couldn't do a pull-up. I really couldn't care less if an 18-year-old can do a pull-up tomorrow. That wouldn't make me think, boy, he shouldn't get drafted because he can't do a pull-up. I mean, because there's really nothing you could do about that. You can't make him stronger or anything like that. So it's just what tomorrow is it gives strength and conditioning coaches a base for a player that their team may have. So they take notes, and then if their team does draft this guy, they have a little bit of a base to work from. And they know what they might need to do to help this player get into shape or keep them in shape or whatever they might do. But that's what tomorrow is basically for.
Very good. Well, enjoy it, Paul.
Yes, I've been to quite a few of these. And I was wondering what was going to happen. Still would have wondered if the Sabres were in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Right.
Although they would have been on their way. No? Yeah, they would have been on their way to Vegas. So actually, they could have held this thing because the Sabres would have been gone. They would not. The Stanley Cup Finals would not have been here. They would be on their way to Vegas. So I suppose they could have. But I wondered if the Sabres were here and they were playing. I mean, you can't give each team a suite.
No.
So
in the
where
arena,
do you put them?
There had to be a plan B.
Do you get reads for them, rooms for them over at the Marriott,
hotel,
or
right,
I don't know what you do, or do you quickly go over to the event?
Convention Center.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Or do you go to the Toronto Convention Center where we used to be?
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been interesting to see had there been hockey here, which pretty soon there might be, in the next year or two. So I don't know what the contingency plan is, but I wouldn't mind finding it out someday.
I think Paul just predicted the Sabres are going to make the finals in the next 2 years. That's what just happened.
Someone knows.
Are you rolling on this? Okay, let's lock that down.
Someone knows.
All right. Thanks for this, Paul. Have yourself a good
Take
weekend.
care, guys.
All right.
Yep,
I'd say go Yankees, but it would be disingenuous. Paul's appearance with us here on WGR brought to you by Raylax Honda. Raylax, we got this.
Timeout here, 803-0550 to call in. Mike Schopp and the Bulldog, WGR. fooling around with one of the latest fads, hockey82-0.com. We built a couple of teams. There's also an 84and0.com.
Okay, sure.
And G went ahead on his laptop and entered in our Sabres team that we just dreamt up.
Uh-huh.
Now, that's easier than spinning and getting Minnesota Wild decades and such. But he entered in our team, Hasek from the 90s, or just Hasek, however that works. Housley and Dahlin, and then Gilbert Perreault, Thomas Vanek, Sam Reinhart. And the record was 84-0.
Come on.
He showed me.
All right. We picked a good team there.
Pretty good.
It's 84 next season.
Is that right?
I think they're playing 84 games next season. Yeah. I don't know if that's a permanent thing or they're just trying it out, but they had to add 2 more games.
Just what everybody wanted.
More games.
That's what people don't tell you often enough is they want more games.
Yep.
Make the regular season less meaningful, if that's actually what that does. Yeah, so that's next year. I knew that was coming.
I like that we got an 84-0 out of that.
84-0. I have the baseball one up to basketball. There's something called 6 rings that I see. Everybody's doing this.
Yeah.
Isn't it nice out? We should probably get outside and touch some grass.
Yeah. Well,
Not that that's possible right now.
That's why I haven't ventured in, but I don't know. Sitting by yourself at the bar tonight.
The station just tweeted our 84-0 team.
All right.
And it is by decade. So we didn't get all the Hasek. We just got the
90s
Hasek. Did you know that's most of it?
2 MVPs. Yeah,
Yes.
that really is it.
That'll work.
Yep.
1.75 goals against, 16 shutouts.
I mean, we don't get him skating off the ice after losing to Pittsburgh in 0-1. we don't get that Hasek.
Well, that doesn't happen now because we won a cup.
Right.
So everybody's happy and stays happily ever after.
Right.
There's no, controversy with the Sabres after this. 1 cup. That's all you need.
Let me get to work rewriting history then. That sounds good. Like it.
Yes. Here, your daily Michael Antonius update.
Oh, yeah. Lay it on us.
Won again. 6-3, 6-1 this morning at the Junior French Open. He is in the finals tomorrow against who I believe is the number 1 ranked player in the world. He's from Brazil. And I am told that match will not start before 7:30. Today started around 7:30.
Okay.
But it's quick. My wife ran an errand. I'm like, you might not get to see this match because he's blowing people off the court. He's a Buffalo native. He's been playing in Orlando at the National Tennis Facility for a few years, I think, at this point. And he is 1 win away from winning the Junior French Open tomorrow. It's at Roland Garros. Today they were on court 10. The court he's playing on tomorrow has 5,000 seats.
Right.
The women's final is tomorrow, and then there's maybe men's doubles. And I think maybe he follows that. I'm not sure about that, but he is just crushing it. And he is such an impressive player. I guess that would have to be for him to have this success. He's 16. He's beating juniors who are older, sometimes a couple of years older than he is, and he's beating them decisively. He is just so tough to break down. And, I mean, he's got a super bright future. Everybody in tennis thinks so.
That's awesome.
Hopefully that includes a win tomorrow because they can't take that away from you. If you win a slam, even on the junior level, come on, let's go right to the top of the bio.
I think so, yeah. That's the headline stuff. Yeah. Well, that's cool. That's good. I'm glad that you were aware of that and familiar with it and able to let our audience know. That's HBO is where that streams.
Yeah. So
the French Open's on TNT, so they carry a lot of their, but that's maybe not even on TNT, just maybe streaming.
Right. Today was HBO Max, so you had to be able to stream it to see it.
Yeah.
I don't know about tomorrow for that. It might be the same. Earlier today, Sam Panayotovich stopped by talking about a few different things, including the Belmont. That's next here on WGR.